Hey everybody, welcome to another Mad Hatter Reviews. This is a little bit of an informal video. I just want to sort of give you the kind of like window into what a bad guest looks like, okay? This right here, this is a communal bathroom. I want to just show you something right here. All right, I'm trying to be quiet. So check this out. Look at this fucking sink. All of this shit right here is John's stuff, okay? This is, by the way, this is a bathroom that is shared. All right, this is not like, like the bedroom bathroom. Okay, I have to use this bathroom. Okay, when my wife is in the other bathroom, Lila has to use it. My kid has to use it. It's just like, and look, this has got all this shit here. Okay, it's just fucking blow dryer. All this is how many things you need. This guy does not put it away, and it's just here. Okay, this is just his fucking. This is just fucking his space now. All right, this is again. I just want to show this to you, just to show you what. Kind of like a nightmare guest looks like. This is a complete fucking invasion of privacy.
It's not that bad. Come on.
God damn it.
John, let me ask you, when you were taking a shit,
yeah.
Was it a clean one, or was it one where, it's a bad one and you got to you're like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to wipe for like 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
This is the power of a bidet, which you don't have. We've talked about that before I went. It's like, have you ever just dropped like chocolate syrup into carpet?
Oh, God. Into a shag carpet. You're like, ah. That's the worst, bro. John, what happened? Did anything happen in the last 2 weeks or something?
You went to Disney?
Oh, yeah. I went to Disney, everybody. I went to Disney yesterday. I went on... Dude, I got so lucky. I went to Rise of the Resistance, which is like, if you don't know, that's like the best Disney ride. And, the best Star Wars ride, sorry. And it was closed down. So the secret is that when a ride like that is closed down, it's like it could be a gift, because as soon as it opens up, you can just kind of like rush right in. So
yeah.
I waited there for maybe like 8 minutes, and then the lady's like, "All right, it's open," and boom, everybody runs in, and I got right in. No wait.
Nice.
Nothing. It's a fucking great ride.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Thanks. Everybody, I got 4 hours of sleep, just so you know, but I'm committed. I was committed to this chat because John, obviously, we had a giant fight, and, it was, I don't know why we uploaded that. That was weird.
That was the weird part. We kind of
not only would we have a fight, but then to upload.
Right. And then it's kind of like peeling back the curtain, and who's the wizard.
Yeah, exactly. Like that made it extra strange. We don't know why.
Turns out it's Jeff Goldblum.
What happened?
Turns out it's Jeff Goldblum.
Right. Yeah, fuck him.
Oh, man. What a long week. And then you just kept going, which is crazy. Maybe take a day off, brother.
Dude, I am going to. I already told, because my mother-in-law's here, and obviously my wife. I was like, I'm going to do this live stream, and then I'm going to go back to sleep, and I'm just going to do nothing today. I'm going to do, I'm just going to do nothing, John.
That's a good way to go, man. I'm shocked at how easily I reverted back to my own time schedule. I guess.
Oh, really?
It's got to just be easier to do this than the other way around, because the first night I land, it's like midnight, which is, it's late, so I'm going to sleep in anyway. But I slept until like 11 a.m. or something, which is like pretty late in the morning, but not that bad considering the 3-hour difference and a midnight flight and everything. And then the next day I woke up at 6 a.m. right back to my normal schedule.
Oh, no transition at all.
Yeah. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. I was so tired the second day that I just went to bed at 9 without any troubles, and here I am. It's crazy. In fact, I'm 30 minutes earlier than usual.
Oh wow, okay. So because you had kind of like a little bit of like a little bit of a nightmare sort of flight with the but like just with the delays and the whole fucking you had like a crazy layover, right?
Yeah, when I was heading to you, man, you got like 1,000 memberships just now. And you're gonna be upset about some of these names.
Oh, I can't wait.
So yeah, when I went to you, there were delays, and then on my way home, there was a delay as well. And it was always the second flight. The first flight was always fine, but the second one, because there was a layover in Nashville. What Nate Bargatze? Hey y'all, it's Nate Bargatze. Just want to say, if you got luggage, you might look like somebody else's. Just take a second, look at the name tag, make sure it's yours.
Oh,
Have
wow.
safe travels. I heard that way too many times.
John's doing impressions. Holy shit! So
Heard it
early.
way too many times.
Well, that's awesome. By the way, because I'm like a guest on this, I can't see. It doesn't light up for me what's like a super chat or a member.
Oh no, maybe you should log out and log back in.
Oh God,
It's going to be worth it in the long run.
Okay, let me log.
We'll all just take a moment to like.
Yeah. You guys can take a break from me. Let me sign out and sign. I don't know why the fuck it did that. Fuck. All right, let me do that.
See ya, loser. Well, hello everybody. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. I'm still struggling. I don't know if I got sick. I would not be surprised if I was sick from the like 1 billion people at San Diego Comic-Con. But also, what night was that? Friday night, we had the Toy Tubers Unite that Jay from Geek Dad Life put together, which was incredible, by the way. All the attendees that paid to get in had a blast. And all of us that didn't have to pay to get in because we are one of the Toy Tubers had a blast. I mean, like everybody was there. But like you're at a bar and it's super loud. I think you're still the wrong one if you can't get yourself in near. But it's a bar and you're loud, so you have to like kind of yell, and that was a problem. Is this you or not?
No, I'm good. I'm good now. But I can't see any of the. I know Toka that raised our
previous chats. You can't see.
So I can't see. You're gonna have to shout those out. I can see shit.
I love how you did that.
Why?
You just played a little game. You just pretended, and you just wanted me because you're tired. You're like, why don't you just shout out all my 20 memberships?
Said I can see it now, bro. Oh wow, 20 memberships. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, he's feeling saucy. He's making up for last week since we did a live stream.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll put them on the screen, and then you can use your damn mouth.
Okay, let's see who got the membership right here. Oh, that makes me sad.
I know. So does this one.
Oh, that makes me sad too. All right, Lumix. All right, there we go. This is all right. Here we go. Okay, Justin Navi Brokus. That one makes me sad. Okay, LOS. All right, welcome. Beansytron. Welcome. Okay. Frankie Rivera, that makes me a little sad as well. Okay. John Garrett. All right. You got JT Rex right there. Okay. Ramon Gray. Still not sad. Jeremiah G. All right. Still cool. WJB94. I think that's the first time I heard that name. Go Away Jude. Okay. Welcome. Greg Goman. All right. Received a membership. Darth Primus. Hello. LFIV, hi there. Ethnomega, Aaron Logan. I like when it's just like a name. You know what I mean? Sunday Go. How many more are there, John? Holy shit!
You hit it.
Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, I did it. Yeah, some of those made me sad that they weren't members already, but it's okay, John, because we did Comic-Con, fucking killed it, and you know. What is that? That looks like a farmer who hates his animal. Wow, that's What a pull. Possible Pie had her 3PO doesn't allow us to get our memberships. Did you see that loser Laser Pants doing what he loves best? What a loser. Thanks for saying I'm cool. You are cool, buddy. Controversial Toys with the $5. Morning. What's going on, buddy? So John, what were you talking about when I had to leave?
I was just talking about how my voice is either gone because of the bar trying to yell at toy tubers, or
God.
because I'm sick. It's hard to say. I don't know that I'm sick. I don't feel 100%, but you know how sometimes like there's certain things that you can do, like strain your voice, and then your body kind of feels like it's repairing itself, and you're like, "Am I sick, or is it just my voice trying to?"
I know.
I'm in this like weird phase, and then, yeah, my voice is just still not back, and it's like I don't want to exert it too much.
I also feel
Impressions are hard right now, which is apparently Nate Bargatze's in a safe place, so that's okay. I can't do many others though.
yeah. I also feel impressions are hard. I can't even do my coveted Mark Wahlberg impression.
Oh no!
You know? Hey, John. See, I can't even do it, buddy. I could do maybe like a tired Mark Wahlberg. Here's a tired Mark Wahlberg. I don't know what's happening. I just woke up. What the fuck's going on? John, you just fucking laughing. We got the chat right here.
That's pretty good.
I'm doing a scene and I gotta wake up. I gotta wake the sleep out of my eyes. See, I can't even do it. Oh my God, look who's here. The fucking genius right here. Hey, you fellas, honored to meet you.
Oh my goodness.
Con. Hope you both had an amazing time. Exclamation point times 3. What's going on, Brandon Gash? I'm talking to this guy, Brandon Gash.
Just let the people know, just in case they don't know.
Yeah, Brandon Gash is a premier super sculptor. You know, like we got like you have chats and you got super chats. You got a super sculptor right here who did my favorite thing at the con. Sculpted my favorite thing, the turtles, the Mondo turtles, which we're gonna talk about. But he's also on board to sculpt. Let's face it, we're going to be one of the most popular figures coming out, the Hound of Target. Everybody, okay? If you haven't seen it, it blew up the fucking internet. All right, this thing is going to be wild, and now it has a fucking artist. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have a talksy if I don't fucking pass out for 20 hours after this. But welcome, bud.
John Tree, thank you for the $10, and you're welcome for the SDCC coverage. And I noticed that you gave $10 to Mad Hatter as well, and I gotta say that maybe he owes me like 20% of that because so much of his content has me in it.
That's true, but doesn't it balance out because you stayed in my house? Okay, is there no balance there?
Sure. Here's $2. Keep the $2
at my fucking mansion. Super Ted, thanks for your yeah. Oh yes, of course, Georgie. Thank you for that. We had a lot of fun, John. We had some, but you did some of your own coverage, which I like. You know what I mean? John doesn't do a lot of like Comic Con coverage.
Well, I don't do a lot of Comic Cons, so I can't do coverage.
Well, you do Galaxy
Con.
Galaxy Con.
It's different because they don't do like, it would just be me walking around looking at overpriced toy booths or Artist Alley.
Well, that's fun.
But I'm usually working my own artist booth, so I can't really like.
I'm such an artist that I can't do.
That's right. I don't have time for these plebs. I mean, shoot.
Okay. I just shot you.
Here you get another 5 doll hairs. How about that? $5.
Oh, VPG coming in. $4.99 USD. What about an impression of Mark Wahlberg as a farmer that hates his animals? Let me see if I can do it. But it's got to be a farmer that just woke up and hates his animals.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that fucking rooster? That rooster's he's out there doing cock-a-doodle-doo. I should fucking make a rooster sandwich out of that guy. What the fuck? And what's going on with my sheep? They're just walking around going, bah, what the fuck's that? What's going on? Why are they farm animals? Why do I got farm animals and I talk like this? It doesn't make any sense. All right? I gotta go work out. I gotta fucking work out.
Well, this is basically him in the Transformers movie.
Was he a farmer?
Well, he lived on a farm anyway. He was, I guess, technically a mechanic of some sort, but he had a farm.
Oh, did he?
I don't know if we really saw the animals, but yeah, it was.
I don't remember.
Oof.
Hey, I'm on this farm. I'm plowing a field. Hey, what's that? Oh, is that a Decepticon? What the fuck's that? I don't even know what that. He turned into a.
I know to call it a Decepticon.
How do I know? How do I know that's even that? That knowledge didn't exist in my brain before, but now it does.
I want to share this just for anybody that is potentially interested. Let's see if I can. I'm going to open up. So this is kind of a side note. This is for folks that like what I like to call T-shirts. Have you heard of those before?
Yeah, they're like you make it so like your body is not.
Yeah, some people call them anti-nude displays.
Right.
Here's some of the hot. Actually, I'm wearing one of them right here. It's on. You can save $6. But Pop Killer is the brand of these shirts that I'm always wearing. They have a promo going on right now. So if you go here and then go to the home page or just shop under shirts or type cat, maybe cat's the best way. They have a buy 2 cat shirts, get the 3rd cat shirt free. Just like I saw the email, it was either this morning or last night, and I was like, well, now that is a deal. Yeah. So we are all fans. You and I both went to this physical shop. Is in Tokyo.
John and I went on the last day. We drove into LA and we went to little Tokyo because I thought John would like it. And I was like, we didn't do like anything LA the whole time. It was always Comic-Con. So we went there, went to this Pop Killer store. They had pretty fucking good shirts. I bought a I Know Karate shirt. I don't know where it is, but
that seems to be the theme with you and buying stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You immediately lose it.
Yeah, I lost it. Let's just face it. But these guys had some pretty cool shirts. Then we went to go. We got some blind boxes. Well, I did. I don't think John got any, but I got some sweet blind box toys that were pretty fucking cool. These little tiger toys.
Yeah, honestly, probably some of the greatest blind boxes available.
Oh man,
you got, and every single blind box, like it didn't matter if you got one you didn't like really want because they were all really good.
Yeah, it was like one of those blind boxes that you don't lose. Like you don't, like there's no losers in there.
There's just losers right here.
Yeah, we're the only losers. And then John couldn't figure out. It took John 39 and a half minutes to figure out where to eat. We were literally like, walking.
It was the perfect like problem to have for me.
Right. Like
it was like so much authentic Japanese food that there's like, for those that know, there's a okonomiyaki place, which is like a pancake, but it's like a cabbage pancake kind of thing. But there was like a restaurant dedicated to that, but I'm like, that's kind of like not everybody's into that. So I don't want to take near there because he might like really hate it. And then there's like a bunch of sushi, but I'm like, sushi I can get. Even if it's the best sushi, it's easier to find good sushi than it is to find more authentic other dishes.
Yeah. All that, the translation of all that is this John's literally walking around like this. He's going like this. And then he walks to another restaurant. And he's like this. And meanwhile, my stomach is like, just fucking like eat something before you die. And John's like, oh, but this is all right. But the decor is not, you know what I mean? And it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
John, I gotta fucking eat.
Sorry.
But
The food looks good, but the chairs don't seem very authentic.
dude, I was like fucking starving by that point and regretting bringing John.
That's
That would
usually
have been great if I just went to Little Tokyo without you.
yeah.
You just wake up like, wait, what's happening? $5 super chat. Trash around my plastic. Thank you, bud. Hope you guys had fun. We did. How much did you have? How much do you have to? I hope you guys had fun. How much did you have to Johnny to come back? And did you finally give him pops? Oh God, John, we forgot the pops. John looked at the pops, but I gotta. John's.
I mean, they should have been shipped 6 months ago.
Yeah, John's bag was real full, so I think there's something else I got to ship him. But John was very impressed. Well, why am I talking for you, John? You talk about the pops, okay?
Oh,
The
yes.
Funko Pops, the trash around plastic.
I know.
Was so kind to get us.
I know. I was in awe when we premiered them on the channel. Yeah, and plus my buddy Gus, the stalker, is a little desperate to get his because that was it's just a iconic moment, and I am so thankful for it.
Yeah, no, these are still on. Maybe I secretly just want to keep them all.
It sounds like it.
No, you know what? I have to ship a bunch of things to a bunch of people. So I'll ship this to you. Man, chat's flying. Vex and Toys did ask the Hound of Tarjay's names, Spuds McKenzie. I don't know that the Hound of Tarjay's name has been revealed, okay, but he is a problem. He is a foe right now because he is people are going missing at the market. You know what I mean? He's like, that's why they want to shut the market down. I think that's the hook. They want to shut these markets down because there's like basically a fucking werewolf killing people. And so if you shut the markets down, you can't make any money. And Flipboard doesn't like that. So he's going to have to fucking,
Perhaps we need to call the Land of Nefarity's greatest detective to unravel this mystery of this the Hound of Tarjay.
I like that. I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, we were even mentioning like Hound of the Baskervilles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll just actually do Sherlock Holmes since it's free to use.
Oh yeah, that whole shit's public. No, you're right. It's like I can make a Sherlock Holmes figure, and it's just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fuck is going to stop me?
Which would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Everything is so like unique and like a spoof of something, and then suddenly there's just no.
Well, I was talking to. I remember I was talking to Dole about this like a few months ago that I wanted to make like a steamboat, Willie, kind of thing, like because that shit's public domain. So, by the way, fucking Dole, let's just talk about it, John. Let's just fucking out this kid right now. This guy is Dole is you're a pussy. Okay, basically, I wanted to play him. I wanted to beat him at some video game. Never made it happen. Okay. John and I invited him to tacos. Okay. Which was also kind of like in my head, also like code for like, let's go get some tacos and let's go on down to the coin op. You pick a game, you play a game, we record it. I beat you. I humiliate you. I upload that. All is well. No, he responds back. Oh, I got to go to a panel with his fucking Canadian accent. And then that's it. That's the last time. That's the last. I mean, we saw him later. We'll talk about the party in a second. We saw him at the party, but Dole, you pussied out. You had 5 days. Okay. You had to go to a panel. You had to hang out with your toy anxiety crew. These guys can't fucking leave their circle for fucking, each other's proximity for more than fucking 5 minutes. So yeah,
that's it. Under a contractual obligation to be stuck at the hips with them.
Yeah, well, there you go. But I tried to get that kid out. Humiliate him a little bit, beat the shit out of him in a game. Nothing. You know what I mean? I guess in Canada they just avoid you. Is that a thing? Canadians, stand up to please. your guy's making you look bad, okay? Because I just blame all of Canada for Ryan Zoll.
Yeah, he represents Canada. Video Power Game with the $5 says, looks like the nostalgia boycott is hurting NECA since their SDCC showings were weak. I'll take it. We won't acknowledge the current situation of tariffs, and I'll pretend like my random live stream comments about NECA did the damage.
Yeah. By the way,
thank you for the $5.
Yeah, that giant Krang is coming out, I guess.
Yeah.
They gotta wait for tariffs to. I think it's a tariff situation why it's delayed, and so is that kitchen. I too thought NECA. Well, John, maybe we dive in. NECA had a kind of like a weak showing. I thought, their showing was okay. The stuff that was there was really well done. That Garfield was amazing. That's a Zelu 1984 Tom Razachowski fucking winner. His Wingnut is amazing. His Surfer Boys, which I still have to finish the review, are amazing. The Sesame Street are great. But so it's nothing with the sculptors and the art, but the decision making to not include characters pull some characters that'll make us go, ooh, pull Gun Grandma, pull Tiffany, pull Tempestra, of course, pull a vehicle. There wasn't anything that I'm remembering, and John, maybe you'll remember differently, in the NECA booth that was oh my God, to the level of they pulled. I think the closest I got was Garfield. I was that's fucking great. So
yeah, Garfield or Grover maybe, but it's kind of obvious he would be there. From Sesame Street, yeah. If we're strictly talking turtles or NECA animated stuff, Garfield was the big hit, and then from there it would have been the Granny Bebop and Rocksteady baby set. But that wasn't even. I just love that thing. Kind of wraps them up in a beautiful. They're the goofiest ones in the show thing, and I love that set. Just like the vacation, I love that stuff more than them being serious.
But then, that's great too.
Yeah, but then they had and I don't want to lower the excitement or the beauty of the vacation / or beach going / because it's great. But yeah, there were no heavy pulls that were oh my God, I'll wait a year for tariffs to go away or whatever because I'm so excited. It was just here's stuff.
Yeah, it was I don't know. I still loved a lot of the stuff out there, but from a decision maker level of let's decide what new stuff is coming out, I feel you needed one, obviously when Giant Krang premiered, that was that one. That was the holy shit, everybody. You need one holy shit, everybody, let's talk about it. And it's you got NECA, how about one more vehicle? How about a mutant module? How about the turtle? But how about a something just to mix it up? The Stan Sakai stuff people are bringing up in the chat was amazing.
Yeah,
but they showed that before, right. So it's you need to keep the life. I'm all in for those. Are one of the best sculpted turtles. That's another Tom fucking masterpiece. He's and that dude is such a nice guy, by the way. I fucking love him.
Yes, he is. He's so kind.
Yeah,
and so happy all the time. Really good dude. I'm glad he gets to come into town for that.
Yeah, really good. Super chat real quick, $4.99. Dole said you refused to play games on Gotham City tonight this week. Okay, so Dole's a liar too. So Dole, not only are you an avoider, but you're a fucking liar. Dole, if you want to come on here, if somebody wants to give him a message to show up here and maybe fucking defend himself, I'll be happy to talk. But the stance of Kai Turtles, I'm still very, very excited for. But yeah, I think they needed like a new something, a new character, or a new like something. Man, it's just
Yeah,
like
they treated that train conductor Shredder reveal at the very end of the entire show. I mean, Toysha's got to show that thing off as just one photo, though.
yeah,
The coolest thing about it is that he comes with an arms crossed
arms
set of
across.
arms, which I assume
Yeah.
you could swap. Who knows? Because, well, I shouldn't assume that, because as a lot of people are finding out, the beach turtles are completely new sculpts from the ground up, which is cool. And Tom did a great job on those. That means nothing is backwards compatible or forwards compatible. Like
Right.
any turtle you have prior to the beach turtles, there's nothing you can reuse. The heads don't sit right on the necks. The hands are different sizes.
Yeah.
It's
all new.
all totally new, and it's wild.
It's all new. This is an interesting one, John. What did happen with the what if but Bebop and Rocksteady?
Well, somebody came up to Trevor while I was talking to him, and then just decided he wanted to talk to him from then on out. I was like, all right. And it was a lot of like questions like that, and it was kind of rude, actually. And if you're in the chat, you shouldn't do this kind of stuff. I don't know who it was, but he's like, oh, you guys still working on the what if Bebop and Rocksteady? Oh yeah. And Trevor's like, yeah, and we got some other stuff. And he's like, oh, so you guys are reworking them, right? You guys are resculpting them, like as like a, hey, remember how the internet hated them? You guys are,
Right.
yeah, you don't have to say anything. And then he's like, well, we have some other stuff for that line, other characters being created with this, the sculptor's working hard on them. And the guy's like, oh, you mean so and so? Yeah, I know he's the sculptor. Oh, yeah, you don't want to say anything. He's just like making things really awkward for me. And I'm, I got pushed out of the conversation anyway. But for Trevor to just have to be like,
This guy sounds like a fucking dummy.
Yeah. So it was like really rude.
Hey, asshole that butted into my buddy's conversation with Trevor. What the fuck is the matter with you? All right. Maybe wait your turn. Maybe don't accost people and just start asking your fucking quit, just dominating their shit. Get that guy in the chat.
But yeah, so that being said, that they're still working on stuff. So, but he didn't really disclose much. Mostly probably because the guy was really rude about it.
Yeah.
Hey, is Figure Fight Club? What's up? What is up?
Let's go through some chats right here. Curious question: how would say Flip was an anti-hero given the Flip? Yes, he's like an anti-hero. Everybody in the land of the fairies is a dick, right? There's a lot of dickheads, but he's like, but he's like an anti. His heart is in a good place. He's greedy, but there's worse people out there. That's the thing. You know what I mean? There's other greedy people out there. There's I mean, it's if you're like a nerd and you're in nerd culture, you understand there's kind of like levels to this. So, yes, he takes advantage of people, but he might be saving the day. You know what I mean? Like because he loves his mom, he loves his cat, he loves his he's Ketcha the kit. You know what I mean? Like voiced by Jason Statham. We got Jason Statham. To do the voice.
It was really. Yeah,
I don't know how we afforded.
We were like, so Jason, he's it's a robot, but he's themed. I could fucking do that. Fuck. Yeah, he was a little aggressive.
Yeah, he was. I think he went over. I think he got over.
The thing was, we didn't want a British voice for Katja.
No, we wanted to sound like Orko, but
Jason
Statham came in and and his agent told me that he would do character work, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, hey, Jason, so this is kind of like, can you do like an Orko? And then he just did his own voice, and we're like, oh, okay, well, we paid you $10,000 for a few lines, so I don't know. I guess that's it. I guess he did it. He did them, and he left. But I was thinking Echo's going to have the giant crane for pre-order, but Mondo and Mattel had great figures. Oh, I'm going to talk about that. Brian Brink, Fortnite. Oh, thank you, buddy. Had a friend pick up Toyzarius for me at the con. He told me it was the last one. Yeah, guys, that Toyzarius thing was fucking crazy. So like, if you don't know, I had this figure right here, this guy, and we brought like 80 of them to the con, and the rest went online. And it like when they went, we only had 200 of them. When they went up, they crashed the fucking site. Like it was wild. Like it was because we had 100, whatever, 80 minus 100, and you know, it was fucking, it crashed the site. Then the site came back up, and then it fucking sold out. I on wave two. First of all, thank you everybody that fucking supported that. On wave two, I'm gonna do, if you guys like that, I'll do something that was not similar, but like kind of like if you like that, you'll like what we're planning. If we can just fucking get it together. But yeah, I got a few angry messages from some people. I couldn't make more. That was one of those things where when we made Flipboard, we had two chances to be like, we had two chances to like sneak in like two variants under the radar with the current printing of those figures. So I was like, I like this Toyzarius idea, and then I have another idea that's maybe this one is easier to get because it's not going to have any convention that it's going to. We'll announce it later. People that got Toyzarius probably know what it is. But yeah, people were getting upset at me. I was like, I don't know. Like, I there's nothing I could do. Like, you know, it's like you have about 1,000 people that wanted 200 things. It's you know, there was just no way to you know, I wish we could have made more. Looking back, I wish we could have. But again, there's no there's no
way to know, and there's no way to know that people would have wanted those.
Yeah, guys, there was no way to metric this for me. I even made an announcement saying once it like, because I even made it one per customer, and people were like, well, people on the team were like, dude, just make it two per customer because then we can sell out of them. It's obviously it's easier if you do two per customer because you don't have to ship. You don't have to ship so many. You know what I mean? It'll be easier on us. But I wanted to give everybody a chance, and I even said like, okay, after the weekend we'll have the overstock. You can add it more, you know. But like now that's like a laughable thing. People are like, overstock, what the fuck? And it wasn't many people, but yeah, a few people like hit me up in the DMs and were just like upset at me. I was like, well, I don't know what. Like I there's nothing I could do. There literally was nothing I could do. But now this helps kind of like metric a little bit in my head, like, you know, to try to gauge like maybe moving forward, like how many to make or whatever. But the Abysai piss tanks also were a fucking were a hit. People were winning them randomly, and by the way, the online ones will have random ones in there. Somebody won the golden piss tank. They showed up at the panel, and that was fucking cool. And so yeah, I just gotta, dude, I'm fucking honored, man. I'm like I fucking, people came out to fucking get that thing, and you know, we'll definitely now. I think even if you didn't get it, even if you did, you'll like what we're planning for wave two. So I just want to say that, and also just another thank you to everybody. I think we missed some super chats, John. Hold on a second.
I didn't. Maybe you did.
Yeah, well, Ramiro Ramirez, just $4.99, just saying hi. Thank you, buddy.
He didn't even say hi.
He didn't even say hi. He's just like, here's $4.99.
Now shut up. That's what he was.
Now shut your face, John and Ramiro. Oh, Figure Fight Club is here. I saw him. Is Tristan here? Yeah, nice meeting you, bud. There's Tristan. There you go. Torian McLeod was there. John, isn't he the fucking coolest guy?
Wow. Yeah. Torian James McLeod.
Torian James McLeod. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, there's a bunch of the chat is flying. Sorry. We had 270 people this early in the morning. 499. Panel was awesome. The video that was played was amazing. Looking forward to the future of the line. Thank you, bud. If you want to watch the video, I posted it yesterday. We did a motion comic with the everybody on the team. Everybody in the team participated in that motion comic, including this guy right here. This guy, because he's also part of the team. You know what I mean? People don't know. John is kind of like,
the truth is, the way I've been explaining it to anybody that I meet outside of the lives is, I'm essentially the mastermind behind the entire project.
This is true. This is you actually came up with Flipboard, the idea for Flipboard.
Before we were friends, I was like, you should sketch your rage.
Yeah, yeah. You know who John's like? I'm trying to think of like, what are teams from the 80s, like, or cartoons or something, and then every now and then they have like another team member that he's not on every episode, but he's like, I'm trying to fucking think. It's not Thundercats. What reference am I thinking of where it's like you have the regular cast, but then sometimes you have, am I thinking of like the blue and gold team from X-Men? I don't know.
This is a great story. You should just read this super chat instead.
Yeah, I'll do that. Trash around plastic. $5. Thanks, bud. Damn train cut off my connection coming home from work. Were you able to get any exclusives? Yes. John, what thank you for the super chat, bud. Johnny is Jaga. No, but Jaga is like dead.
I got an exclusive that'll make people mad.
Yes, yes, the Green Ranger. That's what I'm thinking of. John, you're like the Green Ranger. You just kind of like show up with your little flute.
Hell yeah.
But yes, that figure he got. By the way, he never paid me for it. So John actually technically stole that figure from my house.
Yeah. Don't worry, if you want it, it will be on eBay this afternoon.
Dude, don't even say that. It's on eBay. That figure somebody bought is going for like 200. It's like, God, oh my God, John, we've come full circle in life. What the fuck? Don't pay $200. Well, I can't tell you not to pay $200.
Look, I've told people that if they bought through like the Kickstarter or something, or Big Bad Toy Store or Toy Stalker, you don't technically own it because you didn't really support the system. You have to list yours for sale online and then buy a flipped version to truly be a collector of the Flipboard.
Yes, yes. John, I'm so happy that the chat like pulled Green Ranger. That's exactly what I was thinking of. You are the Green Ranger of our team. Huh?
He's literally the coolest one.
Yeah, well, I mean that's not that appropriate, but like only true friend will steal your best shit. I know. Like John just steals. But yes, it's just like we have the core team, and then you just walk in and you just I fucking love that.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this. I don't know if it was actually in relation to this, but that I am basically what's his name that created Batman, and like nobody knows him. He's dirt poor and he just runs around telling everybody he created it.
What's Bob? God.
Bob Iger.
Oh my God! Why
I know you mentioned his name like several times.
Bob Kane. Holy shit! I want to address trash around my plastics chat right here about pitching a shoe to Bulair because I did. Okay, and here's how it's gonna work. All right, this is how the Flipboard. John, you know about this. I'm gonna have to draw this like in real time. Can I draw?
Yeah, we got Attack Peter in the chat too while you're drawing that.
Okay. Attack Peter.
That guy. That I'm Poochie from The Simpsons.
Yeah, I liked.
Dust Tape says that I'm Scruffy from Futurama.
Name Scruffy.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're also. This is gonna sound like an insult, but it's not. You're also like Scooby Dumb.
And then Open Please is Jonathan is the Walt Disney of Flipboard universe. Maybe I'm like Stan Lee in any
that
Marvel
doesn't make
movie.
sense though.
Yeah, because I created it and then I just show up randomly. Remember,
Oh,
I
okay.
created Flipboard, and every once in a while you see me.
Right.
I
You're
don't
also
know.
like, you got like the Thundercats, but then you got those, you got like, like Linkso, you got Linkso, Palmyra, Bengali. Like they don't really like do the core team shit. You know what I mean? They kind of like, you're like Nightcrawler. You know what I mean? Like Nightcrawler, a lot of times in the comics, or Havoc. Havoc is a good one. Cyclops' brother. Like he just kind of, as I remember, it just kind of shows up. You're like, wait, why the fuck is this guy here? He's not part of the team. Here, John. This is what John knows about this idea, but this is what I pitched to Bull Air. I said, I don't know what the decoration of the shoe, but here's the thing that it must have. On the shoe, covering the shoelaces, is the golden scoop, the flip or golden scoop, and then it has a hinge, and you can like basically like pull it out, and then it becomes almost like a scoop at the front of your shoe, and then you can kind of scoop up cat litter or dirt or whatever, but like has that little articulated feature, and you can kind of like and then once you're done scooping, you just put it back, and it basically acts as like a shoelace cover.
Yeah. The best part is for the cat litter, and then when you flip it back and all the litter just goes right into your shoe.
Yeah.
We already have a commercial idea for that.
That's great. So wait, John, back to the exclusive. So you got Toyzarius,
yeah,
the Toyzarius exclusive. That's all you got. You got other exclusives, right?
Yeah, I got the 3-pack of these.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I got what else?
Hottie 3-pack. In store on is a Hottie.
And this, which is an exclusive.
Oh yeah, you got the Great Ape. The Great fucking Ape. I got also the Hottie 3-pack. I got what else did I get? Shit. I got the Skeletor on the Throne.
Yeah.
The last Turtles of Grayskull figure that is going to be R.I.P. I did get the Jada ones. I got pretty much all the Jada exclusives, which is the Green Bison and the Dalsum and the little Mega Man guys. Mezco exclusive was fucking impossible to get. That Doc Nocturnal, the Black Doc Nocturnal, was fucking stupid, like stupid insane to get. I don't know if they made like 10 of them or what the fuck happened, but those were really hard, so I didn't get those. I think my buddy got one, my buddy Reese, who John was trying to steal from me. John, you were trying to steal my buddy.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Yeah. Isn't Reese the fucking man?
He mentioned moving to North Carolina. He said it seemed better for some reason.
Fuck, man. That's my buddy. Paging Dick Tracy. Let's just jump. We'll jump around a little bit. No, I didn't make the Jada shill list, and neither did John. Like, it's like, Jada, why don't you expand your horizons a little bit? Okay, it's like fucking, put us on your shill list. Maybe send us like one fucking thing. What's the matter with you guys? This made me a little sad that there were no new Dick Tracy figures in terms of the Mezco booth. There was really nothing that I saw that like was like wild. Other than like, okay, let's talk about this for a minute. Those 1990 turtles, they had those 1990 turtles there. They have things that are good about them, but if you are going to compete with NECA's greatest figures. Like they might be the 1990 Turtles, the NECA 1990 Turtles are perhaps NECA's greatest achievement. They are everybody that looks at that. Everybody looks at them as like is always like impressed. They are the gateway drug to a lot of people, including you, John. Right? Like, aren't the movie Turtles like the reason you got into NECA?
That's exactly right.
So that is a fucking. Now you're punching it like the king. And I don't look. There's going to be more heads. That's not final, but that's not better than the NECA Turtles yet. So I don't know. Like maybe the final version of this and that. But that's a pretty bold move, man. Like because those things are fucking right out of the screen. They still are. So
yeah. This is a good way to do this. Now, why it keeps reverting to this version of the layout? Okay. Well, shit. Is that a better layout? Okay. Yeah. These. I think you had asked me what I thought, and then we ended up being on the exact same page, which was if these came out and they were the only ones, it would be incredible, but the NECA ones exist, so I don't need these. Are you there?
Yeah. No, okay. I'm just looking at these, like, again, just trying to take in.
I think a lot of people agree that the heads are too big. I have a concern with how this, like, thigh swivel is designed. It's like, it's very distracting. I understand that, like, it's a swivel, so it's going to increase the articulation, but I don't like this. Like the
yeah, that's a little weird. Maybe that's temporary. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, it's definitely strange. But yeah, the heads are certainly too big. The likenesses are great if the heads were shrunk down. Everything looks good, but because NECA nailed it so well. This just looks like they copied NECA, which is not what they did, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, like it's gonna be tough. Like, yeah, the heads are big, man. Like when you come out with a new figure, you have to ask yourself, like, what am I doing different or better than the previous figure? So again, I haven't seen the whole pack out, but right now, the figure that came was it 10 years ago? I don't know, just looks. Also, the front shell just feels too clean. Like, but again, this could be temporary. I don't know. But I if I had to choose one on an island, I would right now choose the NECA ones.
Yeah, I'm also noticing that like they're doing some kind of temporary thing to hold the hand, so that would tell me that a lot of this stuff is very early, or there's something weird here where like this is how they intend. I can't imagine they would intend you to put this like.
No, that's got to be
something weird. Shit. But their advantage right now is that they'll have like multiple head packs that have like a range of expressions. So like this versus a neutral, probably articulation, and then the accessories, which will have this Raphael spinning Psy one's really cool.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's just like, yeah, I mean, excellent job. I'm just going to keep my NECA ones because the NECA looks like they came straight from Jim Henson.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this was I don't know if it's the kind of thing where they can pick and choose. I would rather they put their resources into like I don't know, a Bebop and Rock. I don't know.
And if you're going to go this hard, add toe articulation. I think that would be like a big standout feature.
Yeah, this was a strange move, man. This was like, but again, like there's no rule that NECA has to dominate the space. Granger Perry said, to be fair, you guys were very critical about Mesca's first turtles too until you got them in hand.
I still never got them in hand, so
yeah. I don't know. I love those first turtles. But also nobody made Mesco's first turtles. Sorry. But yes, but I love those too. I still love these. But these are their own thing. You know what I mean? Like there's no precedence. Like these are still some of the best turtles there are. But I don't know. Maybe, I mean, we'll review them. I don't hate them. I'm just like,
yeah, I think this is also a challenge with like a lot of the promotional stuff that Mesco does. You get this like they like over Photoshop the shadows and highlights and stuff, and it makes it look like renders. I mean, maybe sometimes they are renders, but the photos that they do not do their stuff justice.
Yeah, there's a lot of photoshopping. Yeah. Trash around my plastic with the $5. We're able to get an extra $1 so that I need to save some money so I can buy it from you. Thank you, sir. I was not able to get an extra. Well, no, that's not true. The only extra thing that I was able to get was I got another Rogue pack from my buddy Derek, who I think is in the chat. And then I got Video Power Gaming at Ghostbusters. Hasbro was the easiest stuff to get.
Yeah,
okay.
They had so many of each thing. It was crazy.
Yeah. I'm not trashing them. It was just very easy. By Friday, it was basically you can walk in. They're just like, hey, please walk in and buy things. You know what I mean? Like where most of it was like other places like Mattel was just like sold out of like a lot of shit, and Mesco, forget about it. And that one was it was just like, I mean, John, so John, this is your first year. I've talked a lot about Comic-Con. I do like every year, but like you were pretty like overwhelmed with like how fucking crazy this event is.
Well, if you want to speak for me, then just keep going.
Okay, so you were most impressed by...
Yes.
Me?
You know a lot of people, so I was pretty impressed with that. You basically knew everybody. You knew bodyguards, you knew creators, you knew actors, you were like the fucking mayor of San Diego.
John, what can I say? A lot of people fucking know. How do you think I get like superstars like Brandon Gash on the team? You know what I mean? That's what I told everybody in the Flipboard team. I said, like everybody worry about logistics, okay? But if we need somebody that's going to lock down superstars to help us with Flipboard, leave it to me. I will fucking and Brandon was one. He actually, that sweet man, he volunteered for that one. That was
his first mistake.
That was a huge mistake. Brandon will regret it at some point, but this is my goal with this with these figures, guys. If this Kickstarter, this next one funds, is that I love the origin style, but I want to take like this kind of like body and this format, and I really want it to look artisan. I really want it to look... Ryan, rest in peace, did that great. He knew the first initiative where I was like, if we're gonna make this, we're gonna make it in the Origins buck, but you're gonna make nice muscle texture. You're gonna make nice cloth texture. So when you look at it up close, you're gonna make the straps real nice. It's gonna be painted real nice. It's gonna be more expensive as a result. But while I like Origins, it feels too toyish to me. I like that toy look, but I wanted to have a toy. I want it to be like, what would it look like if you just made it like that body, but like artisan? And so that's my initiative. That's why I wanted to get like a guy like Brandon. That's why I also, by the way, I have locked down another superstar sculptor for something else in that line. I'm not going to announce him yet, but he's a master also. But that was my thing. So like part of it too was just harassing these people when I go to these cons and basically like, hey, like you're going to do the thing, right? You know what I mean? And that's my one of my skills in terms of logistics and stuff like that. In the next run, I'm gonna hire somebody they'll just own that, because I don't know how to fucking do that. I don't know how to run reports. I don't know how to fucking like do math. Okay. I'm so stupid that when I showed up with a bunch of coins and pins to sell at Comic-Con and they sold out, I don't even know how many were there. I got asked by Toy Stalker. He was like, so how many did you sell? Let's kind of tabulate it. I was like, I don't know, the bag that you gave me. He's like, dude, you didn't count the thing? I was like, oh, you know what I mean? So like, I have very little skill when it comes to like, just I don't think about that kind of stuff. But my goal is to make it so that you'll get something. I'm a fan of great sculptors. I'm like a fan of like great fucking sculpt. So anyway, that's my. I don't know why I dove into all that, John. Speaking of great artisans, the Mondo booth was the booth. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. And there was stuff that was like, whoa, So, and then the reveals alone were like very, very exciting. Yeah. I mean, this is great. Just seeing the Brandon Gash, Donatello, all those details, so crispy, so loved, created with love. And then the reveals, we saw Leonardo and the Shredder. And just for anybody that doesn't know, those are essentially a what if, like continuation after the second Ninja Turtle movie.
Oh my God, yes. Dude, go watch that video. I'm so fucking excited about this. That fucking Peter knew. He's like, hey, Hatter, wait till you see. That's my Peter impression. He's like, wait till you see this thing. And I'm like, all right, I know it's like Turtles related, right? This 1/6 scale line that they're doing, and that Donatello is the best thing I saw at the con. And what they're doing with it, yeah, like John said, it's going to be an extension of the 1990 brand, but still keeping like a 1990s sort of like aesthetic. I mean, the fucking Donatello he's got a little fucking Nintendo Power Glove thing on. He's got a fucking, what's the ones that go around your waist? The fanny pack, like.
Yeah, when you see the details of like the little mousers have flashlights like strapped to their heads to kind of look like light or like eyeballs, but those are very much the 80s like aluminum flashlights that we all know that were like kind of ribbed for her pleasure. And then the switch looks familiar. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy nice. And then there's going to be soft goods on all of the, like the Leo and the Shredder is going to be just like covered in soft goods. So this is like, if you like the animated stuff that they do, but you're really interested in the live action stuff, like with the Thing, what's his name from the Thing, you're going to be ecstatic.
Oh man, it's so good. Brandon said, I was fully harassed, but I look forward to building something right with you. But it will cost you. Oh, I'm sure it's going to cost, buddy. Okay. But I got to also play the other card with Brandon. Like, we're just a small company. Which we are, right, guys? We're just like independent guys trying to make it work. He's going to charge me like fucking Mondo. Dude, Mondo's so fucking rich. All right. They have like all the properties now, by the way. They have all the Okay, let me tell you what Mondo had. Mondo has Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. And these Beavis and Butthead figures. Okay, so the 1990 Okay, so let's wrap that out. The 1990 Turtles are wild. They're going to be great. Okay, I can't wait till they get to like, because they're doing a Shredder. They're going to do a Bebop and Rocksteady. I I have a feeling they're not going to copy the NECA Bebop and Rocksteady Steady What If, because they didn't go down so well. But they have that. The other thing that I thought was amazing is I don't know if he's in the chat, but I got to shout out my guy Tommy Hodges, because he has these Motu figures. Well, we'll get into that because that's another video. So sorry, Tommy, we have to fucking put you aside for a second. This Beavis and Butthead is
You know
wild.
what? He deserves to be put aside for.
Yeah. Tommy, we're gonna put you in timeout because you're crazy. This Beavis and Butthead, it comes with the couch. No, they're figures, dude.
Yeah. This is part of the Mondo squads. So they're like semi-articulated, a lot of swappable parts.
I think this is just gonna have a lot of swaps.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, this is what I think. My theory is you'll pull the torso off. You'll put it on, like, legs that can stand, basically. You know what I mean? If you want them to stand. This is probably, like, a deluxe edition. But, dude, I've been excited for Mondo to make a Beavis and Butthead for a while. And
it's the most annoying shit when they do this, because it really is the perfect representation. Like, even if you can't be out or you got other versions of some of these characters, nothing is ever going to look as screen accurate as what Mondo does. That's the frustrating thing about it. Like, the Adventure Time stuff I'm super excited about. It wasn't on display here, but they already sold the pre-order for the first Mondo squads, but they did reveal that they're going to continue it for the first ever wave 2 of Mondo squads. So you're going to get all the ladies, which is great.
Dude, they're so... Somebody said they're ugly but beautiful. Where is that? Yeah, they're so...
I said in my video that this is frustrating to look at because it just reminds me of how hard the Sega game was.
That's right.
I want the box to have like little secret, Peter, if you're here, make sure the packaging has like little Guar rock concert like shredded tickets that you have to like find throughout the box, throughout the packaging, and like put together.
That'd be great. Peter, get on that. Brandon's saying, shout out to the Kucherik brothers, Hector and Peter, for building up the world before I started sculpting on Donnie. The next figures in the lineup are going to be bananas.
Whoa, like bananas and pajamas?
Maybe he's doing Sergeant Bananas.
Oh,
so
God.
Brandon just confirmed Sergeant Bananas. I'm sculpting them as I listen. Dude, I can't fucking wait. The Kucherik brothers actually hit me up, John. And they were, I guess they watched the channel and they liked the bully video. And then we started trashing the bully. Remember, I have my bull. Well, John, you're my new bully, but I still have. I was actually very afraid at Comic-Con. That's why I brought Reese, because Reese is my bodyguard. Because I was afraid I would run into, I have my bully that's still out there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but they were very, very nice, dude. They did some shit. Yeah, they're fucking legendary. Attack Peter's here. Oh, speak of the devil. Shout out to the Kucherik brothers. Not only developed Hector's in my comp, but also did initial sculpting. Also be helping Brandon with negotiations. I need a new driveway. Oh God, negotiations, dude. Imagine negotiating with this guy. Fucking A. This one was great too, dude. This fucking Rocco's Modern Life. This will for sure. I'll be getting this because the whole crew's there, man.
Yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life.
It's just it's just crazy how well these things look. Like how well they look, how accurate they look to a 2D. I think Mondo, the team collectively has, I've been saying this about Alex forever. Who sculpted these, by the way?
I don't know.
But like Alex I'm always saying, you basically take the 2D, you perfected the 3D version of it, so it looks like the thing from all angles. That's, I think, a lot of people praise him for. But I would say Tom, the Zilu, as we know him, is also really good at doing that, especially with the Stan Sakai turtles.
Yeah, he like they get the best people. I want to say Tom did this Poison Ivy and this Harley
Yes.
Quinn, which
Yeah.
I'm not even into this show.
Show's
But
great.
I kind of want these. They just look so good.
A lot of swappable parts again. So these things are always like low articulation, but lots of swappable parts, so you can like change arms and things like that. But Tom did confirm, and he showed us that there's like a kissing portrait for each of them, so they can kiss each other.
Oh, there's a whole there's like 4 heads each for other than the kissing. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And then you got Planty right there. I don't know the names, guys. I'm sorry. They have they announced that they're doing Ren and Stimpy. So Ren and Stimpy is going to be fucking great too, because they'll go like this whole kind of like Nickelodeon. I kind of lump all this together. It's like Rocco's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy. It's just like, you know, you grew up in the 90s, kind of like fun shit.
Yeah. I wonder if we get some cow and chicken.
Oh my God, remember Cow and Chicken?
My favorite episode is when they go inside the guts of whoever it was, but they're like on like a thing floating through like the intestines and stuff, and there's like bacteria or something like off on the edge of the water, and they're like hillbillies. He's like, "You got a real purty beak, boy." Real purty. And they're like,
dude, a the Goofy figures that they announced look great with fucking Powerline. That She-Ra's wild.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's lots of videos from both of us that I would recommend you guys watch. I on my account I have like a full walk, well, not a full walk, a pretty intensive walkthrough with Alex Brewer, the sculptor, on a lot of the items. So he goes in depth with like Ghostbusters. Yes, we did buy. Somebody asked the Savage Land Rogue. We bought that like Wednesday morning. So before we even got to San Diego, we were already out $300.
Yeah. No, for sure. Attack Peter intended for me. 4-H is a gold. Yeah, 4-H. So the Four Horsemen. The Four Horsemen were my first foray into like this kind of shit, because I still have some of the old Staction figures that NECA used to make, which they're not action figures. They're basically statues, and the Four Horsemen made them. But that was like the first time I actually I saw the Four Horsemen on the floor, but then Chris, the Jaws guy, Chris, the fucking bodyguard who applied to be my bodyguard, pulled me out of talking to the fucking my heroes, the Four Horsemen, because Chris is crazy and he's gigantic. So I got to talk to Chris. Okay. I think Peter knows Chris. Started to, the first time I met Chris is a bodyguard for certain people. And Chris was Corey Feldman's bodyguard. And I guess I did a video and I was trashing Corey. I didn't get it. I gave such a slight, it wasn't even trashing, John. It was a tiny little burn on Corey Feldman. It was like it wasn't even like it was like nothing. It was like a paper cut. And Chris comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, you're the guy that made the fucking video. Hey, I like Corey." I was like, "I know you like Corey, but number one, Chris, I trash who I want. Okay, I fear no man. Okay. Number two, he's a public figure. Okay. Number three, I trash who I want. So if you're gonna beat me up, that's fine. But you probably could, but then I'll own everything that you have." So that made him laugh. And then Chris and I have been friends ever since. But you don't want to. I'm trying to fucking schmooze with the Four Horsemen. This guy walks up, pulls me right out. But anyway, these figures right here, who Tommy Hodges, who is, I will say, I think Tommy's, I think he's nuts, but I love him. But he's also a fucking genius, so you let him be nuts. You know what I mean? This is basically, I said this before, this is like Storm Collectibles, it's actually nicer than some Storm figures when you like look at what they have up there. Like that Clawful, like it's fucking crazy. But it's like that's what it felt like, kind of like Storm collectibles, like in the detail and plastic and this and that. I expect them to be around that price because you just you just look at it, you're like, okay, this is not. Which I'm fine with because I pay, it's like if you ever bought like a third party figure or figure like of this quality, you could just tell, man. So, but these are going to be fucking wildly successful, I think. So now you have like the Mattel figures. If you want like a more toy version, like, oh God, John, can you send Peter a link? Now he's got to fucking jump in and hold on a second.
Wow, I didn't know this was his
yeah,
cater to him.
Let's vote. Should we let no, let's
before we bring him in, I do want to talk about Super 7 because he won't be he probably wouldn't say anything because he's a brand and he's trying to.
Oh yeah, you want to trash Super 7?
Fuck. I made the joke that Super 7 basically just set up a Genius bar, like an Apple Genius bar. It was literally just a counter and then they had a wall behind them. They were selling a Cookie Monster plush, and then if you bought it at the convention, you got a free like real cookie to eat. But that was it. That was it. And Brian Flynn just standing over here like a fucking idiot.
Brian Flynn was in this empty booth. Brian, you don't need a booth at that point. Okay, he was just in an empty booth, and he was just selling Cookie Monster plush figures.
Peter Tech. Oh, never mind. I found it. I was just trying to find the conversation so I could send the invite.
Oh, John, do we have the energy for Peter? He's gonna show up like all guns blazing.
We'll just step out and let him kind of run the show for a bit.
Yeah. He's gonna say, he's like, first of all, I want to say that it was great meeting you guys, John. It was a great meeting. And then, we got Tommy Hodges right here, and he's jumping on the thing. And then we got this guy, the Four Horsemen. Let me just say, they're the fucking best, bro.
You're kind of making him sound like he also was in Nakatomi Plaza and helped save the day. Here, we'll go through these super chats. I don't want to miss them when Peter.
We don't want to miss the super chats. So I just contacted a guy selling Toyzarius for $250. Don't buy from him. I asked a question. He was rude and disrespectful. What the fuck? Don't buy that Toyzarius for $250.
You're in.
Peter, how are you doing,
all,
bro?
I want to say, no kidding. I have something to say about Brian Flynn, and I'll say it publicly. First of all, I do love that guy. He gave me one of my first official gigs. I designed a Motu t-shirt for Super 7. I want to say like in 2019 or something like that. Before anybody knew the genius that was in here, he took a chance. He saw it early. But I'll say something. I've been on 2 panels with this guy, Brian Flynn. Both of them were Godzilla panels. And both times I felt like my energy was a little too much for him. And so this particular panel, it's pretty funny, to be honest with you. He gives me like older, serious brother vibes. But I'm sitting on the older, serious brother from a guy who dresses up like a construction worker in his store and waves wands.
Yeah.
So it's when he wants to play, it's okay. When I want to play, it's not okay. So we're sitting on this panel, and Godzilla, by the way, huge audience. I was not expecting it. It was pretty intimidating. But they suddenly say, hey, you need to ask a trivia question so you can give away these Godzilla figure prototypes Hector brought with them. And I'm like, what the fuck do I ask? Like if I ask too hard a question, it stalls the whole thing out. If it's too easy, I don't look like a real Godzilla fan. And so I just threw out a question, it was medium difficulty, like light medium. We're having fun. This is not to prove, who's the biggest Godzilla effort. And he literally whispers to my ear, goes, that was too fucking easy. That's an easy fucking question. Like that. And I literally, there's tape. You can go watch this on YouTube. And I go, well, then you ask a question. And so he asked one that was like, okay, we get it. You've watched every Godzilla movie 500 times. Okay, that's it. All that's all I wanted.
Well, it adds up.
Yeah.
But
he's very nice. Very nice person.
Okay,
Great
so
taste.
Summarize is like, is this is this like a respect for him because he's like a super fan of the
I don't know what his
Godzilla
motive
brand?
was, but he did the thing where he goes, that was not how you do it. And I go, okay, right, okay. And now I feel like when I talk to him, I'm talking to like my dad. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, dad, okay. You know?
Always seeking approval.
But I do love him, and I've big Super 7 fan forever. And like I said, he has incredible taste. He picked me out of a lineup when I was at Designer Con in 2018. In the back of the room, no one would talk to me.
Well, that's I'm happy for you, and I'm glad that's a good memory. We will clip this out because we only dog Brian Flynn on this channel.
I do have a Brian Flynn story though too.
Save it for later. Well, first thing I wanted to say is no, but go ahead.
No, this is a quick story. Brian Flynn, when he used to watch Thundercats, he said there was like a weird delay in like, I guess, I don't know, there's something in the 80s in like a reception. So when they used to play like the Thundercats song, he mentioned that the clip when Chitara is running would always be cut out. So he never knew that Chitara could run.
Yeah.
So that's why his Chitara figure can't get into a running pose. He's like, I didn't know until I came out with the figure.
I couldn't tell if you were serious.
That Chitara could run. And I was like, oh, that's why it can't get. So that's also like a fun, I don't know, Peter. That's Peter, you don't seem amused that
I thought you were telling a real story, and then I'm like, oh, I get it.
Oh, sorry.
No, but
all right, Peter, you showed up.
I just wanted to say,
just because the chat, it's going to be impossible to do this later. So let's just talk. Miguel said, hi guys, took a picture with you guys at SDCC, and thanks Hatter for signing my Flipboard. What was your haul, guys? Sorry, is a different topic. We'll try to get into hauls. I have a video that's coming out tomorrow that will talk about everything I got. Maybe Matt Hatter will do the same. So thanks for the $5, whoever you gave it. I'm going to assume all of these are going to Hatter because that just seems how it goes. KJ says, I'm glad you two made up. Oregon are great actors. Oregon has great actors. Yeah, I would not disagree with that. So
yes,
thank you for that.
Let me jump in and praise you guys on next. I did message you both independently to tell you how much I love that video. But Gabby and I literally were watching that. Probably the first video we watched when we got back home to Miami. And I was like, these guys are on another fucking level, dude. It's like, it's not to call you toy tubers is really, to lump you in with some of these animals online that don't deserve the same respect.
That is,
like some of these people just, they turn on a flashlight in their garage and I'm toy tube. No, this like,
well,
this is another level.
To a guy that does that.
Yeah, but it's part of now. But full well, Jonathan, that now it's part of his shtick to be like the grimy guy. You know what I mean? Right. And so even that
character.
This for those who don't know, I caught Hatter at the hotel one day going to a business breakfast. Slicked back hair, like a nice, not a suit, but like a nice jacket. You know what I mean? Smelled great, and I'm like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. This guy, it's all a put on. Very nice person in person. Yeah,
it is. No, by the way, Peter's significant other, Gabby, is fucking awesome. Your wife is
no joke.
Is the best.
Yes.
She actually trashed me at the Geeked Out Life party and caught me off guard.
Bro.
It was so funny because like I was wearing a hoodie and I was kind of like insecure because my ears were cold. And like I walk in and then I hear a voice, "Hey, what are you gonna fucking rob the place?" And I was like, I just walked in, like I'm trying to like, you walk into a party and you're feeling like, what's the vibe? And I look and of course it's and then. But she's very, very nice. So I told her,
I'm like, hey, maybe give him let him in the building first. I know. But the thing is that she lives with me and it's 24/7. This is back and forth with us, with our friends. The only friends we have are the ones that can handle a roast once in a while. But she was saying, I wonder, maybe they don't like me because I roast a little too hard. I'm like, it's fine. They need to remember, everybody needs to remember that it's open season, especially in a toy tuber party, by the way.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, Peter, do me a favor and pick up your T-square.
Only John would notice.
That's something I leave there to make it look like I work in here. I was really busy last night.
Yeah.
Those are my props.
Like you got mad at whatever you were working on. You couldn't.
I can't get this fucking angle to be perfectly 90 degrees.
Yes.
Look, I want to give you some praise because I anything that I really want to talk about that like where I'm giving somebody props, I do it on the live because no one will see it. Your aliens print was like, I didn't even know.
Oh my God. And he didn't, John, I like how he didn't fucking tell us too. Like we had to find out after
It's
the
too
fact.
much.
And it was too late. Yeah.
That's too late. No, but the thing with that, just so you know, that because some people are confused about. Thank you, John. Appreciate that, honestly, and thank you for posting about it. At least you do. Hatter can't be bothered. No, it's fine. But the thing is, that wasn't for sale. So just so people know, that wasn't for sale. FX reached out to Mondo and said, "Would you guys create 4 posters for a giveaway at Hall H?" And so what it was is that myself, Nolan, who by the way designed the whole booth and designed our shirts and our merch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And he designed one of them. And then we had Trad Moore, who you might be familiar with, incredible comic book artist, did Silver Surfer Black. He's done our Castlevania posters. Look him up. He's incredible. Although he has no social media, you'll just have to Google him. And then we had Pam Wishbow do the other one, who's an amazing artist as well. So they commissioned us. We created the artwork. We sent them the screen prints. The real Mondo screen prints are not like, just like a promotional item. And they were only given away to those people from that panel who had a ticket at the Hyatt. You had to go pick it up at the Hyatt.
Yeah.
We found out too late. And my buddy Marcos showed it to us.
I'll send you one. Even though you didn't repost it. Jonathan, I'll send you 2. You send one to Hatter if you want.
I'll consider it.
Yeah.
I prayed. I was the one that was
it's nice.
to go.
You can follow Peter on Instagram if you want to see these posters. Actually.
Yeah. Well, what I wanted to say is I have a mea culpa I want to address in all seriousness. At the show, when I was talking about these turtles, I didn't really fully illustrate how much the Kucheriks worked on this with us. And they hit me up. They're like, we sculpted a little bit of this too. And I'm like, you're right. I was giving them the credit and saying they concepted it out with us. They came up with the concepts. They created a beautiful concept art for this. Hector and we wrote these like essays about what this world is, what the character should be like, really fun. And then they took it, ran with it, did beautiful. They did beautiful concept art. And they also did the initial sculpting, like just kind of putting things together. And then at that point, they're very busy. So we brought in Brandon. Go, Brandon, this is like at the 50-yard line. Can you take it the other 50? And Brandon took it to a whole new level. So it was just an amazing project because the Kucheriks, if anybody's a fan of theirs, know how much incredible TMNT stuff they work on. They really do great stuff. And me with my big fat head, I didn't mention that enough at the con. So I wanted just to address it to your audience as well, because they were clearly and deservedly so a little like, you could have mentioned that we sculpted. So it's true. I could have. So it's true.
Kind of held your feet to the fire.
They did. Yeah. And it's fair. But Brandon, like I said before, and like he said, he's going to be sculpting Leo fully. He's going to be sculpting Shred. I mean, he's already started. It's fucking insane shit. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And yeah, so I want to say that. And also you guys, wonderful people in person. I'm going to say a little disappointed as well. As a short person, I thought Jonathan would be taller because his personality is very big. And so I was like, oh, okay.
Well,
but that same thing with Dole. Like I'm the only short guy usually, and everybody else is like an average to tall.
But you can tell by our
very
energy.
Short.
Yeah, you can tell by our energy we're trying to make up for it.
Yeah, you and me.
Yeah, you get Hatter who's tall, and he's always like,
understated.
Yeah, what do I need? I need?
Must be nice.
The taller you get, the less energy you need.
Right. It's a good point. We're like Chihuahuas, and he's like, what, a Great Dane or something with cold ears.
Yeah.
But you see how he's insecure about cold ears. What a weird thing to be insecure about.
It was just like I was trying to kind of.
Thank you, Jonathan. More of this.
Yeah. I was.
Look at that picture.
John posted the thing. I didn't even know where I could find the alien thing to post it.
That's a nice picture of me, by the way.
It is. That's a great still. Candid.
No,
nice
I framed it already. Signed it to myself. To me, you.
Love me.
Anyway,
Peter, hold on,
yeah,
Peter.
Go
Between us,
yes.
Who actually purchased your Miami Vice fucking alien? Come on, so let's.
Miami Vice, Takaro. Oh yeah, did you purchase it?
Yeah, you signed it for.
You're the better guy in the two.
Oops. He doesn't even remember.
That's more than a repost for sure.
I put money in
so many people bought it that I'm like, oh my god.
I'm just poor. That's my problem.
Sure, and that is something.
You could have bought it. This thing is fucking amazing, dude. That's why we literally I saw this and then we ran over to the Mondo booth.
I'll send you one. I'm gonna print some today for some people that I told them I'd send them one. Yeah, it's awesome that they let me do it.
Here's proof of you tracing.
Tracing.
Oh, you're a tracer.
The funny thing is I draw with these big shitty markers only because I have to carve it after.
Yes.
And if you draw too precisely,
Yeah.
it's not going to translate as a carving.
That's right.
So my drawings are usually dog shit, and then it gets refined in the carving.
No, it's great. This is, I mean, I love Japanese woodblock prints, and this is like really in that space.
And these are Miami's woodblock prints.
Dude, this is so fucking good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I also got the when is that coming out?
Go ahead.
I bought the what's the black and white Godzilla? The heads.
Yep. That's coming soon this year. Still on schedule. We showed off the green one. There's another variant. In fact, if somebody zooms in here really well, oh shit, I shouldn't tell you to do that because you'll probably the other colors are here.
What are you asking?
Nothing.
To zoom in?
Nope.
In this photo?
Don't zoom in.
No, forget about it. You missed it, and we're happy. The point is, yeah. I'm just holding up.
We got a super chat from Joey Rios.
Can I address this too? Thank you so much, Joey. Appreciate it. And we are going to be.
Hey Peter, Mondo's holding my wallet hostage for the foreseeable future. You guys are killing it. I can't wait to see the booth at NYCC. Thank you, buddy. Well,
I was going to say, to be honest with you, is that not the goal?
What's the goal?
To make the best shit so it's hard to not get it, right? Like, I don't aspire to that.
Right.
But the goal is,
because if you felt that way, you guys would never make anything.
No.
Because there's a lot of brands out there too.
Yes.
So it's just like.
There are different types of collectors.
Well, I mean, what's really cool also was just that being converting to things I didn't know I wanted. I had no idea what this fucking Over the Garden Wall was.
Did you watch it?
Huh?
Did you watch the show?
I'm going to watch it because the stuff was so cool. That was like my wife's favorite stuff because she actually, for some masochistic reason, watches my videos. And she was I don't know what that was, but I was like, I remember I was there with John. I was like, I want this wolf and this thing. So I'll probably watch it now. So I'm not a poser, but it's a great gateway to for me to learn about shit that I don't necessarily know about. So it's not all 100% Turtles and He-Man.
Yeah.
For me. So, but that one was great too. That's one that I still think about, the little pun with the dancing cat and the fucking.
And by the way, Brandon sculpted those. The wait till you see that show. I think you're gonna love it. It's 10 short little episodes. I think you can watch the whole thing in 90 minutes.
It's just crazy that Brandon can go from that very cartoon thing and then this hyper incredibly realistic turtle thing.
Well, I want to thank you guys too for giving them such love. When I started working at Mondo, the first thing I said is, why don't we know the names of the people who work on this stuff? Get plenty of recognition because I had an art career, or I have an art career as an artist separately from Mondo, right? So I just I remember, and you guys are of a similar age, going to the comic shop when Image Comics fucking launched, and anybody who had an Image eye on it, you had to have the comic, right? I waited in line for Spawn 1, for Wildcats, for the Max, Savage, all that. And at that point, you knew the names of Eric Larson and Wills Portacio, and it meant something to me. Dude, fucking Liefeld doing jeans commercials. You remember?
Yeah.
It was a crazy time. So to me, you were just saying it a minute ago, Hatter, that you love the sculpts. You like to recognize who's who of sculpts. We used to do that. We used to do that for sports. Well, I mean, people still do it for sports. But these are the people who literally have sacrificed a large portion of their social life to sit behind, a workstation and create something that, for me, at least, and I know for you guys, makes every day a little happier. When you see these things, you go, fuck, I love that thing. I fucking love that thing. And so to me, when I got to Mondo, the only names that were known were the old creative directors that are no longer with the company, and only within a certain portion of the poster collecting community.
Yeah.
And so I said, we're a bunch of blowhards. These people, they don't make anything. They're out there representing, and that's great. They should, but that's not the only people that you should fucking know. Imagine Alex Brewer, Anonymous. That guy has single-handedly ushered the animated looking figure into a new generation of what's possible.
Yeah.
And that's to say nothing of forget the 1/6, just Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters is going, I mark my words, is going to set the bar for other high-end figure collecting companies, collectible companies, to say this is what people are going to expect. And they've shown in droves that they will pay a stupid price for high quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think as we go forward, you know, we're young enough that we got plenty of years of this left. Are we just massing piles of shit in our rooms, or are we going to start curating, go, I want the best representation?
Oh, for sure, man.
You know, and then you do the math, and it's like, I remember, you know, going to Toys-R-Us and buying every fucking Motu figure from the Four Horsemen, and I got a whole wave for like $100 back then, right, or something like that, and they were the best that there was. But then I remember seeing the NECA stactions, like you were saying, Hatter, and I'm like, this is actually better. And it's not articulated, but goddamn, that's the representation, right? So I think that's the goal for us. Our goal is to say, how good can it be? And then see if people want to meet us there. And so you need those names to be recognized because they do so much work. Alex, Brandon, Tommy. By the way, Tommy is a fucking psycho. Like, that guy's a part. Like, you know what I told Tommy? Like, if we were a band, you'd be the drummer, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah. And so he's amazing, and then a big heart. And Mark Bristow. You know, those four guys really are the core. And then you have our concept artists like, you know, like Aaron Conley, right? You know, Joe Allard. These two guys have been. Aaron Conley's a comic artist for years, you know, in Image and all that. We brought him in to do stuff. So I just want people to know these names, and I'm so grateful that you guys talk about it because it deserves to be known, you know.
Yeah, man, it's
the minimum.
I like it. It's funny, like, you know, you grow up with like Motu, let's say, like, and Motu packaging art was like the fucking goat back in the day. You know what I mean? Where it's like you had like this painted art with battle cats and pink skies and purples. And all of us grew up on that. But it's like I had to dig later to find out, like, you know, like who was responsible for that kind of stuff. And it's like, and it's still, I like what you guys do, and I like what NECA does. I got to give them credit.
Yeah.
Crediting artists. Like right
on the
away.
box, you always see who works on it.
Yeah, you always So it's just like, and you know, and sometimes like I know maybe there are even people that contributed that can't go on the box, right? Because like I had that, like I have an animation background, and dude, I used to do like prop stuff and storyboard stuff, but it's like, you know, like we were grunts, you know, we didn't get on the box, so like I understand that sometimes. You know, you don't get there, but like the thought process to even fucking treat these people like these artists, like these are the lifeblood. It still bothers me that like the Turtles of Grayskull line, like not only like do I not see, like I have all those figures, not only do I not see credits on the fucking box, but I don't see credits in the comic book. There's no credits in the comic. Like, what's it cost you to fucking do that shit? So like
I was told
I just hope that this is the kind of thing that, like, you know, spreads a little bit and proliferates to some other companies to fucking do.
And I'll tell you something else, dude. I don't know what the motivation is, but at least two people high up at different companies have told me, well, everybody contributes, so you don't need to put anybody's name. It just says X company, which means everybody worked on it. I said, fucking bullshit. That's bullshit.
Karen in accounting didn't do anything with this.
You know, I'm happy to shout out anybody who contributes. First of all, a lot of people don't want to be acknowledged because they rather have anonymity, and I respect that. But the artists usually would like some credit, and I told somebody one time, like, put a fucking, like, you can't find a small enough font, put everybody on the fucking box.
Yeah.
You know, what does it cost you? There are people who like the anonymity. And I'll tell you why. Because if one of these guys decides, oh, I'm the shit now, you know, I'm gonna get a job or renegotiate, they don't want you to have that leverage. They know that if, you know, I know full well that some people have tried to poach our team from us, other companies. And I don't think it's gonna work out because we have a pretty unique situation where we do put everybody, you know, in the forefront. We do fight for our guys. We do get the projects they want to work on. But there are companies out there, and I won't name anyone, not maybe none that you would even know, just maybe you probably know, but they don't want the names out. And I think that's fucking bullshit. And I think that's really fucking, disturbing to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Because, talk to any of these guys offline, off camera, and they'll tell you, like, I was happy to just kind of live my career, like getting a pat on the head and a comp once in a while. I never expected that anybody would know my fucking name. And can you imagine, you guys, I don't have a job. We don't get to do these streams if not for these guys. And coming out of Comic-Con, it was very clear to me, like you said, Hatter, there are people who work on those, like those Turtles of Grayskull lines are amazing. Some of those figures there have inspired us. Like, wow, that merman was like a cool Safubi idea. Like, I've met some of those people and they're like, man, it's awesome that you guys do this. And of course, someone tried to tell me no one time and it didn't go well for them. And that's it. And here we are, So that's what I really wanted to come on and say, is about giving credit to these people.
Yeah.
A lot of us blowhards get enough credit and they need more of it. So that's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of there are people behind the things that you love. And I think it's very, and again, just a shout out to the Kacharik brothers, which, by the way, they don't just work on figures. I went to
PCS,
the PCS booth. They, I know they designed that fucking Raphael. If I had like real, like, fuck you kind of money, I'd be getting, it's basically, it's like a 1/2 scale Raphael from the Turtle movie.
Impeccable.
And it looked identical.
Impeccable.
It's fucking crazy. That's like shit for the rich, but
hey, we can respect it and admire it.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking beautiful. So like, but
there's a Saudi prince out there with a sick collection. One day we'll all work for the Saudi prince. All right, I'll return your show to you. I don't want to hijack it.
Thank you for stopping by, Peter.
That's it. I love you guys very much, and it was so fun meeting you. And honestly, like I always like to say this: if you enjoy these guys, rest assured they're some of the best and nicest people that I've met doing this. So you can continue to enjoy without guilt.
That's sweet.
And super chats, by the way, it's not enough.
And on that note, we will be sending you a bill for your time.
Absolutely. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Gabby will invoice you. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. Thanks, Peter. Great things as always. Yes. I do love that guy. He is very much like on the side. He's like on the artist side of things. And that's what you need. Like, you need to fucking, especially moving forward, especially like in the independent space. Like they're not, Mondo, I don't consider them like in the independent space, but like there is an opportunity now for independent figures to kind of rise. And by the way, John, I don't know if I told, there was an independent toy figures panel, okay, that had independent toy figure makers. I think Spiro Toys was there. I think Wade from Unparalleled Universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot who else. Guess who the fuck didn't get an invite? I mean, guess, John.
I know. I'm trying to think of anybody's worth guessing. We know. Come on.
Independent toy review guy. Yeah. I don't get a fucking I don't get an invite.
He didn't get an invite.
I launched a Kickstarter that was,
you were too successful, I think.
Was successful the first time with lesser numbers than all these guys, and I don't get an invite. I'm like a piece of shit that doesn't get something's. I smell shit. I smell something is going on. Guy who put the invite list together. I hope you see this, because I see. Oh, we're just independent creators doing the thing. How dare you? Okay, and now you fuck. You know why you fucked up? Because when Flipboard takes off and goes to the fucking moon, then you can't now. You're not going to be able to You're not going to be able to get me on the way up. That's it. That was your chance. I don't get a fucking invite to that. That's like that. That was the thing. I like that. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah. I hope you see this guy who put the fucking list together.
Yeah.
You can't put one more chair.
List tour.
You're not full. You're not fucking full.
'Tis I, Listor.
Yeah,
I always forget to put someone on. Oopsie.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like Hatter wasn't in the clique. Yeah, sorry, I'm not in your clique. I'm not in anybody's clique. I do what the fuck I want, which is why you should have.
Which
You
is
should
like,
have.
well, I think it's what I said. You were too successful too fast, and they were like, this he's fucking big shot. So forget him.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
sure that's
so Super Chat from Robot Review says $10. Good morning. I love both of your SDCC videos. I especially love the Mondo booth interviews, especially TMNT and Real Ghostbusters. Quick question for Peter: is Clayface still releasing this month? I'm pretty sure they sent
Peter,
emails out on
are
some
you
stuff.
still here? Because I would like to know this, because that Clayface is like my favorite fucking thing.
I know that they had said it. Yeah, let him answer it. The cheap bastard.
I know Peter's still here. You know, he loves like hearing his name. I'm sure he's still
yeah. He's just waiting for like little gotcha moments he can capture.
Yeah, I like how Peter had to because he knows Brian and he's thankful to Brian. Had to kind of skirt right past my Chitara joke.
Yeah.
Chad, come on, that was a good one, man. Like Brian Flynn never knew Chitara could run. It was
No, it did not conflict. It was great
Nope.
because you set it up. It was so real. This was like an actual panel during the day on a different day.
It did not conflict. And by the way, I love the guys from Spiro Toys. So this is not. And I've only met Wade once, and I like him. You know, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
So this is nothing against those guys, but
whoever who made the list. Which, if it's Wade or the guys from Spiro, oops.
No, I don't think that.
Robot Reviews again with the $10. I assumed this is on my channel this time. It says, well, I missed Peter. BT Dubs, Johnny, your interview with Alex Brewer was my favorite interview of SDCC. Well, thank you so much. That was a blast. I cut some stuff out just to kind of give that video a little more flow, but Alex is such a good dude. He is such a champ, and he's like gung. There was so many times where I'm like we don't have to talk about everything. Like I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. Like you're gonna be doing this all weekend talking to people. But there's that part where we get to the Ghostbusters, but every time we do something, he's like, all right, but do you want to talk about this too? When I'm like trying to let him have his time back. So
Alex is fucking awesome. And that was actually a very good, legitimate type interview.
And we got to the point, Brandon Gash with the Donatello, we got to the point where he literally took my mic and it was like clipped on him, and we were going to record to talk about it. And every time we turn around, there's like more people showing up, talking to everybody. Like this is the biggest thing about SDCC was that we spent probably 80% of our time talking to people, whether that was like fans of the channel or artists, and you know, all these people at Mondo, and you know, everybody's like coming in and talking, and it just became impossible to do a lot of the things we wanted to do. We never looked at Artist Alley. We didn't even know Stan Sakai was there until we walked by his booth.
Dude, we found out Stan Sakai was there at the end. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's how
Stan's
crazy
over there. He's putting stuff in his like boxes and stuff, and we're like, well, we fucked up.
Yeah.
David Nakayama was there. I didn't get anything from him. Speaking of artists that you never know the names of, he does like so much stuff for Hasbro, but you never know his name.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Sebastian Gomez, I do think he would have had some good input to give during that. Yeah, right? Like, it's like, the fuck are you thinking?
Those panels are always way too short. You get 50 minutes and you got to talk to like 10 people. It's like the same that happened with Flipboard. There were like so many things to talk about, and then it was like, oh shit, we got 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to promote it. I was going to today. The Flipboard panel. If you go to Mega J Retro's channel, he did put it up. So if you want to watch that, you can do that as well. I'll make a post about that. VPG with the 9.99. I heard 2% was trying to snake Carrie from accounting. Are they coming after artists that too? Thanks for the super chat, but yeah, it's like, you know, again, no offense to like if you're in accounting or whatever, but like, you know, it's you got to give some fucking credit to the main like. Obviously, at the end of a movie, you have every fucking person. You have the caterer on there, and I'm not saying I think I wouldn't even mind if the back of the box, if half of it was like fucking taken up by names. Like I don't get or put in a fucking thing at there's ways to fucking credit people, man, and it's just whatever. It's always this is what happens when it's like art meets commerce. It's like the commerce side doesn't give a fuck. They're just like, you're making the art. You know what I mean? And like, You know, this like we're paying you. It's like, yeah, I know, but like this thing that I like fucking sweated over is gonna like it's gonna live in perpetuity, and you're gonna get paid from it. So it's just like a whole fucking thing. John Reese and I also went to a Playmates panel. That one kind of sucked. Like they like couldn't answer any questions.
Oh God, it was so stupid. There was a guy who straight up said, you know, just on a personal level, not related to the company, are there crossovers with TMNT that you guys would love to see? And it was, well, you know, all I can say is we have some great things coming, and stay tuned.
Yeah. Hey, you
Like,
fucking suit. You can't
yeah,
just say on a
every
personal level who you want to see. You're that much of a
yeah,
fucking robot.
it felt like every answer was, well, never say never. Oh, wait and see what we got.
Yeah.
We got things that we think you're really gonna like, and
Yeah.
not to
Execubot. It
mention
was
that,
just like, dude, it was wild.
not to
Shithead, they're
mention,
asking you personally.
yeah,
Say, oh, I would love to cross them over with the Golden Girl. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to happen.
right.
Doesn't have to. Like some of these corporate, you're so fucking corporatized that you don't even know how to speak anymore. It's wild. Like you know, like what are you afraid of? If you say that you want Ninja Turtles to cross over with the A Team, if you want it, that suddenly official. The Ninja Turtles crossing over with the A Team, and then you get talked to by your fucking boss who doesn't give a fuck about Ninja Turtles, and he's like, Johnson, come in here. Did you say that you want Ninja Turtles to cross over with the A? Well, that's what I want. I'm a human. I'm a person, and me as a human person said that I want that. I didn't say that's official. Oh my, dude, it was the most corporate shit. Then they showed 2 commercials for Power Rangers that they're doing. One of them was complete junk AI.
Yeah.
Like junk AI, like the kind of AI, like if I go as a first timer and put in some prompts, I could get like the Power Rangers fighting a Zord, and they showed it like, hey, right, guy. The Playmates it was the most out of touch panel. Like Mondo has their fingers on the pulse,
Yeah.
right? Even NECA to a degree has their, but like Playmates, like it's like then somebody asked about like the ankles. Instead of just acknowledging, like maybe it was the worst. It was the worst. Guys at Playmates, the guys who represent. I'm not talking about the artists, but whoever represented you, you guys sucked. It was boring. It was not engaging, and it was just a bunch of corporate speak. You know, hey, what's your favorite candy bar, Playmates guy? Well, I like a lot of candy bars. You know, candy bars are great, and stay tuned for follow me if you want to know what kind. Oh my god, fucking suit.
Jeez.
Oh,
At least you're not
fucking
still holding on
frustrating.
to it for the last 4 days.
Yeah, sorry.
We've got
Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy. Most creatives are loose
Dan.
cannons, and corporations don't want their reputations being associated with the off-the-clock behaviors of loose cannons.
not my best impression because my voice is still off. Ryan Dole thinks I do it well. I do it pretty good, Dan.
But Dan, why? Like okay, like is there a guy? Let's say, like I'm just trying to think of like the old Image guys. I'm just trying to think like who that we met. I'm just trying to think of like how loose of a cannon could you be just to be like, you know, like the Kucherik brothers or who, like I don't like. I guess I'm not understanding.
Well, Mondo's
But
an example of they're owned by Funko, but Mondo still gets to go and say whatever they want. Peter comes on here, or they do their own live stream, and they're just cussing up a storm and doing, you know, living life. So why? I mean, there's somebody at Funko that's like,
I know, but like a lot of directors are loose cannons. You know what I mean? Like fucking producers are like I'm just talking about like you know, James Gunn just came out with a Superman movie. He's kind of a loose kid. So like I understand the mindset, but it's just like, you know, like I just don't love the culture of like of not allowing us to see who made the stuff that we love. That's it. You know what I mean? Like Hollywood is full of nutcases, and I'm somebody who like I'm telling you this is somebody who, you know, like Oh, this was a JK from no, sorry, Dan. Like I don't know if he was being, but like I could see that mindset. I could see Dan was obviously joking, but I could see I'm trying to now
Yes.
logistically go, why are they doing this? Like what or not doing this?
I mean,
you know?
there's 100% truth, like if he's doing JK, but that's the truth of what.
Yeah, but exactly, that is the truth. It's like there is a reason why they won't like, or maybe they it sucks, dude. It's like I just hope as we move on. I like the example of like Walsh Portatio and the Image guys. Like I just hope as we move on, we can get to a place where, dude, I know the burn. So when I was doing comic books, my first legitimate job was through a comic book company called Slave Labor Graphics, which was aptly named. I did an issue of Gargoyles for them. I drew the whole issue, but because of some bullshit, I got miscredited. They credited David Hedgecock. And then on their website, they put in a correction. Now that was a mistake, right? But it hurt, man. I know, and somebody who's been a ghost writer for like the last like probably decade, where like I'll rewrite stuff and I'll make it better, and I don't get any credit. It hurts. Like that hits me in a weird place where it's like because I know that like when he jumped on and he was talking about the Kucherik brothers, I know that feeling, man. Like I know that like it hurts. Like when it's just like you're just like, dude, I worked, I busted my ass on this thing, and all you want them to be like, all most artists want. Forget the pay of it all. They just want like your name. They just want like, hey, you know the thing that I love? Like your name is on that.
Yeah.
So it fucking sucks, dude.
Yep. Yeah, he did work on a Gargoyles. Wasn't there some like it also got put in a book or reissued or something like that? And they still
here's my biggest fear. Not my biggest fear. So they are reprinting. They are collecting all the Gargoyles comics, and they put in a Kickstarter to re-release them as a collective. I have reached out to those people no less than 5 times, okay? And to say, just so you guys know, I drew issue 4. Please credit me for that. No response, no nothing, no reach out. And I know that they respond because they responded to other comments. And I just have a feeling that they're literally going to go by what says on the issue, what is like, because they don't give a fuck, and they're going to be like, it says this, credit here. Like they're not gonna. And I've reached out. So if that is the case, fuck them. If that's not the case, then great. But like, because I know you saw the comments. If they don't pull the right credit, really fuck you guys.
Maybe you need like Hatter Nation to go like spam their comments.
I mean, it's done
in a nice way. Just be nice about it.
It's printed now, I think. I don't know.
Oh. Well, they could put stickers on it. I want to talk about something that, speaking of art, since you just wouldn't shut up about art you made. How about this?
Oh, dude, this is fucking great, man.
Hold on, let me get rid of the blur. Because
just make yourself like full screen.
It's doing a portrait thing. Make myself full screen. Yuck. All right. So this is hard to do, but you can see it. Okay. It's going to be double-sided. The other side will be a daytime. This one. This. Okay. This is actually like the print quality I was really afraid of. So this is like a test sample, but the print quality is phenomenal. You can actually, well, probably won't be able to get it here, but you can actually see like the depth of some of this stuff. Like all the black ink sits higher, so it just looks so, it's crazy. I can't explain it, but all the black ink sits a little bit higher than the rest. This is on foam board, so it's nice and thick. But it will be a double-sided print. You'll have daytime and nighttime. And these are going to go on top of the NECA street scenes. Or just wherever you want. I mean, maybe you just stick it back there. You know what I mean? and just have it as a backdrop. But this is what I have so far. I still have to mess around with how the shipping and all that's going to go. I do have other drawings I want to do, and I will release a black and white version of that for like the 2 people that have black and white diodes that have bought Windows.
Oh, wow.
So if they see this, that will be an option, because it will be, at the end of the day, the print shop will be worried about how many boards they're going to print and cut. So if I only have like 2 black and white ones, it's not a big deal. So that will be, it's the dimensions are the width of a NECA street scene. I forgot what that is. The height is actually taller than what you see from the NECA ones, because if you take your NECA backboards off, these things, the print goes all the way down to here, but the pegs to lock it in are here. So you only get like this much of an actual NECA one. So there's actually a lot of stuff that gets cut off. Mine is going to be the full color. So if you have your own board, you want to like remove it to get an idea, it's going to be taller than your existing one, but just as wide. But as far as the way it goes up, it's going to kind of just be up to you, because it's just a big board. And as you can see, it doesn't have the bottom half that locks in, which would be an impossibility for me. I'm not a massive production company. So these will most likely just kind of sit up on the board on the thing. So,
John, when are you going to send me one?
Whenever you send me those Funko Pops.
Are you going to hold them hostage?
Of course. You've held those hostage for at least 6 months.
God, you were right here.
Yeah. You kept saying, just come and get them. I'm like, no, I got to put so much stuff. And most of the stuff I brought back got smushed because I had to stuff it all in there. So those things would have gotten.
I have like 9 things to say. All right. So you're going to be the 10th thing I sent out. If that's all I have to do, then I'm fucking sending it out.
I don't know price. I don't know when these are going to go up. I still have to like test, but these are a for sure going to happen thing. Unlike my streets, which are a constant challenge. It's like I'm just fighting one challenge after another. Basically, I have grown in this realm of stuff. I've grown so much that I can't produce things at the scale needed to make it make sense. So like those huge streets, it's like, okay, if I go this way, there's a challenge. If I go this way, there's a challenge. And I don't ever want to give a mediocre thing to people. So, these are high quality, they're thick. Foam boards. These are going to be like probably one of the best quality items that I've ever shipped to you guys, just because of like the thickness and everything. But the print is, I for sure thought printing on a foam board that I was going to have like issues with the quality in some form. But like, look at this. It's perfect. There's no issue with
it's great.
The like no pixelation. There's no like dot matrixy looking things. I'm
gonna need them for
happy.
for 3 of my things. Yeah, I'm gonna replace. I mean, I hate that other NECA one anyway, but I like this comment. Is NECA sent Jonathan a check for keeping the street scene alive year after year? John, did you get that check?
Look, I write my own checks. Okay, actually, you guys write my checks. You guys are my paycheck bookkeepers. You're
Even me?
Accounting sometimes. But I'll say I appreciate. That's a really nice comment. I appreciate that a lot. I'll say it's as far as calling it a compliment. When I started in this whole thing on the channel and started making stuff for the street scene, it did feel like there was this kind of revival for the street scenes. I was making a lot of stuff for it. But other than this thing now, I've kind of fallen off the map, and Abasai 3D Forge is the new guy keeping that thing alive, because he's just been he makes the freaking door that opens.
Oh, that guy's fucking brilliant. He made the piss tanks.
That's right.
He made, like we're all using that guy's workshop. John, are you still planning on making the Mario Diaper Service decos for the ramen van?
Yeah, I got the van here, and I have to rework the way the sticker's made, and I have to find, like, the print shop is not the solution, because they have permanent stickers. and trying to get that off was a nightmare. So I'm gonna have to find. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that is, yeah, I have that idea. I want to do a Matt Foley's motivational speaking, so that you can have your van down by the river. There are other
The van down by the river.
Oh, look at that.
Dude, John and I did so many. John and I were as we were driving, we referenced Tommy Boy. I don't know why, but like, or we were just talking about Chris Farley constantly, like, because we had a lot of time, like, because it was John and me, and then my buddy Reese, and we just drove back and forth, and we were just like, we're just trying to entertain, like pass the time, dude. We kept on talking about Tommy Boy. Dude, why were we talking about Tommy Boy so much? Like,
I don't know. We were just on like a Chris Farley kick, and
we were on a Chris Farley thing.
And it wasn't a road trip. It just kind of, maybe they're subconscious of being in the car.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, Black Sheep. And
remember when he's got his sail? He's like, "Here's my sail. I love it. I love you, sail." And that
you're naughty. You're naughty.
You're naughty. Oh man!
Look, acknowledge this guy who gave you $20.
But he did say share with John, so I'll share it.
Yeah, like you always do.
Right, Peter? Thank you, buddy. Clayface on track. Oh, this is I think we were being asked about this by Trash Around My Plastic. Clayface on track to ship this month. That's fucking great because it's August 1st.
August 1st.
Oh man, it can come out on August 29th. But Clayface on track to ship this month. If you want to see more credits, demand it politely. What is, I don't know what politely means, but politely, like I wouldn't be like, "Hey, stupid company, give us more fucking credits." You're saying I wouldn't say it like that. Okay. Knowing and meeting the artists, especially when they're cool, increases my love for the art exponentially. Share with John. Thank you, Mr. Attack Peter. Yes. When you meet artists that are cool, it's the best, man, because nobody wants to like be a fan of something, and then you just meet somebody and you're like, "Oh God, like this is."
Yeah, I'll say the
know?
Voice actress for Marceline, if you guys are Adventure Time fans, the voice actress for Marceline kind of sucks.
Oh, really?
She's a very attractive woman, and she was there with like her handler or whatever, and it was all about like, what are places to go out at in Raleigh, and it was like that whole conversation. I'm just the only one standing there in line to get an autograph, and I'm just kind of like, anytime now.
Yeah,
and then talking to her, it was like where everybody else was like incredible. I got a lot of people's autographs at a couple times through conventions, but she was the fucking turd that I was just like,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't put, I don't know, I don't put people on a pedestal really. Like, I just kind of like, not that you were, but like, it's just like, people will sometimes disappoint you, but like, it is nice when you meet somebody and they're like, "Oh my God, this person is fucking cool," or they're just like, chill, and they're not like,
I was getting autographs on my artwork, so they're like, that was, otherwise, like I autographs or whatever, I don't have really an interest in like going to a booth and then like buying a picture and having them sign it. I was getting this stuff because it's like, oh, well, I have my art prints here I'm selling. It'd be really cool to just have their, like, for me, but then it was like, kind of soured it.
Yeah. It's,
somebody was asking about, I don't want to hear from you, apparently. I just keep interrupting you. Somebody was talking about like doing a reverse image so that you could do this. The problem is the light. There's several problems, but one is that like, well, especially on the daylight one, the light is coming from this way and the perspective changes. So then if you continued and did like a flipped version, so it was just red on this side, there's just going to be too many ways where like, it just doesn't look right to do that. But I definitely thought about it, and I continue to think about it when I'm staring at it. Like, well, what if people put one next to it? But I didn't care about you all enough, I guess, to do that.
John, you're a very fucking selfish person. All right, we're at 2 hours more. Let's do a little bit of wrap up of just any of the other stuff we saw, like thoughts about Comic-Con. So Mondo, I would say best booth. I'm not just saying that because Peter's here. They definitely did have, in terms of their showing,
Yes.
the best shit. NECA, while I did love many pieces, I was kind of underwhelmed. Like there wasn't like a big like, oh
And
my god.
And that's mostly based on their history.
Yeah, it's mostly in stuff you've seen.
No, I mean like historically they have something where people rush.
Like they'll reveal a figure like every day. Like they'll have something that's like, here's a new reveal, and people run to the booth. But it's like they didn't. I don't know. This one felt like a little sleepy this year. Jada had some cool shit at their booth. They're going pretty hard on like Scooby Doo. They're going to finish the World Warriors. They're doing alpha stuff, which I'm curious. That to me is it's almost like direct competition with Storm Collectibles. So you'll definitely have choices, I guess.
Yeah.
When it comes to the alpha space, that Chun-Li face, I hope they change because I was not feeling that. Hasbro. That Snowcat is very nice in person. I don't know who is the audience for it. I like it's so much space, and I don't know. I wouldn't buy the Snowcat. I don't want to shit on it. It's nice. Like I'll tell you, my biggest regret is when I saw that Ghostbusters car. I didn't order that car. I was like, oh my god, this car is fucking nice, dude. Like I don't care which iteration you use. First movie, second movie, woo! That Ghostbusters car, even though Ghostbusters is not really a franchise, is that Ghostbusters car is. If anybody knows, I'm just gonna try to get it I'm assuming once it comes out. There's going to be probably a lot of them aftermarket, this and that. I'm hoping it's not that much more. I'll pay the iron price, I guess, because I gotta fucking have that fucking car, man. It's so good.
Yeah, I was really impressed. That was one of those things I was saying, like if people got to see this stuff in person, it would have sold out instantly or funded instantly.
Dude, yes, yeah, 100%. It was one of the only times that I was like seeing it in person, like was just. You know how, because everything looks flashier sometimes when they show it, but oh my god, the Ghostbusters Kickstarter is fucking. I have regrets on that. The Mesco booth. I mean, really, those turtles are the only thing that really stood out to me, but not because it's like OMG, that's like the greatest thing ever. Just because it's so controversial a thing. They had a Conan figure that I like. I'll probably get that, but there was not that much. I'm very bummed out about Dick Tracy having no new characters, because to me, that's got to be the easiest layup. Is the Dick Tracy, the Dick Tracy as a line has to be the easiest layup because it's pretty much the same fucking body each time. Just you got just put in new heads. Like why are they not making new like Dick Tracy figures?
Maybe it just doesn't sell as well, and the cloth goods are expensive. But they put so much money into the accessories too.
I think it's. They sold out of all of their shit though.
They always sell out of everything, don't they? So it's kind of hard to judge.
Is the Dick Tracy like here? I'm just gonna go to like BBTS. Like that's like a good metric of like. Let me just do it. I'm just gonna.
I want to say that like. Seeing the Mythic Legions, I don't even know how to say it. As much as I love this line, the horror of Einsamal or whatever.
Oh my god, that fucking line!
Seeing all of them in person, you really see the stature of the wolf guy, but the little dog in person is also a damn dream. That's a damn dream.
Yeah, dude. The Four Horsemen. The Four Horsemen, that new wave. I was a little bummed that they didn't have the dragon, but they had a small booth.
Yeah,
it was like a mini booth. But they sold out of all their shit. But their shit is fucking on fire. I mean, always. Okay. By the way, Hatter Nation should. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to engage them at some point to harass the Four Horsemen for something selfish, Flippo related. But they're just, they're just doing great stuff. Mattel, the Mattel booth had some nice stuff. That's the other thing I got. I got that Jurassic Park set, that Jurassic Park Hammond collection, Jurassic Park 2 Lost World set, because that's really nice. But they had some cool stuff. And then I wish I had the funds for a sexy 1/2 scale Chun-Li statue.
Dude, I know.
That thing.
Wow.
Dude, that Chun-Li that PCS is making.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know who. Look who we got right here. Ryan Dole watching in the shower.
I also want to acknowledge Brick Something is here. He has been here, and I apologize. I've been reading your stuff.
Brick?
So they were in Japan, living that konbini life, which is a convenience store, having the best snacks of your life, basically.
Brick Something, when you're in Japan and you want something to eat, do you walk around for 30 minutes figuring it out, or do you just go, I know what I want, and then you just kind of like get there, you know?
Oh, you're a son of a bitch.
I know. I am.
Spend $400 on this.
Dude, that's Hatter was all up in that Chun-Li. Dude, that Chun-Li statue is fucking mind-blowing. Okay. Vampirello, I didn't love that much, even though it's like Vampirello is just like an ass, and then it's just an ass, and then like you notice that there's a head at the top.
Yeah, I didn't from you being just an ass.
Well, John's very quick. But man, that fucking Chun-Li. Okay, somebody give me a 1,500 super chat. Granger Perry, haha, fun to say. I need a new house for how big these toys are. Yeah, space is, as John has saw in my place, space is a killer always. I don't even have a display. John can attest. It's more like just a warehouse of shit that I put. I have a pile of toys right here, and then at one point I used it for sketches. I'm like, I'm going to do a sketch this, and I went and I go, okay, here's this blob. Now I don't even know what it is. It's a mess, dude.
You should do it behind the scenes for patrons.
Yeah, I'll do behind the scenes. I'll do behind the scenes called My Mess, and I just show you my fucking mess.
Yeah.
And then everybody will love it.
Well, you'll lose patrons by the second.
Oh yeah, for sure. Which with good cause. I got photos at Chun-Li too thick. Why is Ryan Dole trying to like compete with me on every front? You know what I mean? Like I get photos, then Ryan Dole, if you watch the beginning of this chat, I called you out for never playing. We invited you to go get some tacos. It could have been a minute. You didn't even have to eat tacos, and then we would have gone play video games. But no, buddy, you had to go to this panel that you're such a big shot that you couldn't even come out to fucking, how many times you see your buddies, your so-called buddies, and then like, you know, you can't come out, you can't play video games, we can't go play X-Men, we can't play Marvel Capcom, you're too good for that because you're a fucking Hollywood player from Canada? I don't think so, Dole. I don't fucking think so, bro. Call me after the stream, we gotta fucking talk.
Uh-oh. It's going to be real. Yeah, we talked about when I walked into his room and I laughed and said, oh, this is why you didn't think you'd be able to do F Yourself from your perspective.
Right. No, my F Yourself would fail each time. There's no F Yourself was.
I literally stood in his room like this.
Quip say, did you play? Did y'all? No,
there were no arcades there.
No,
so
there were no arcades. He just chickened out. He just, sorry, I'm too busy.
We didn't play any games at Madhatter's house either, because basically the way this worked is he's an hour and a half away. So we'd wake up, we'd get ready, we're gone. Then we
I
get
know.
back at like 11 or something. Maybe
Yeah,
even
we were
later
coming
some
home
nights.
late pretty much every fucking night.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
brutal.
It was a lot of fucking shit, man. We went to Little Italy that one time. John and I like fell in love with I fell in love like 20 times, like in Little Italy. Okay.
Yeah, that is a different type of people that show up there versus San Diego.
Yeah, versus San Diego, which I thought I was gonna get shanked. Dude, there was one time I thought I was gonna get stabbed in downtown San. I was like, this guy's gonna stab me for sure, like
Yeah.
100%. But no, it was fun. And then I'm just trying to think. The party was fun. The Jay Geek Dad Life party was a lot of fun. I lost my voice during that party. We met. Everybody was there. Toy Anxiety was there. Dole was there. Dan Larson was there. Pixel Dan was there. Pixel Dan fell down.
Yeah.
He fell, John. Dave Wheeler.
Which we do believe that Jay tried to take him out.
Yeah, we came
You
up with a
brought this
rumor.
up. This is your idea, but I am 100% on board. This
I
isn't
actually
like
told that
crazy
to Pixel Dan.
conspiracy. This is true.
I saw Pixel Dan the next day because he had to do some interview segment. He's putting together some. I don't want to blow up his spot, but he's putting something together. And I say, that Jay, I think, wanted to rub you out because if you are gone as the Motu guy, Jay is kind of like next in line to be like the Motu guy. So like, that was the rumor, and he started laughing, and I was like, it's funny, but don't laugh too much because I think he's coming. He's coming for you. Imagine Jay getting like, dude. Imagine the cops raiding Jay's house and putting cuffs on him. He's like, "Hey, what do you do?" Dude, that would be fun? And then his wife and kids just have to watch that. But he has like that Jay voice.
Yes, and they're taking him to the car, and he looks at his family, and he goes, "It's gonna be fine."
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. And they take it, and then they're interviewing him, and they're like, "So this Pixel Dan guy, he gets rubbed out, and suddenly you're the fucking guy. That's the new guy."
Oh,
And
ain't that convenient, huh?
Ain't that convenient? And he falls down in your party. He has a fucking concussion, but you don't know anything about that, right? He's like, I'm telling you, I said everything I know, with his fucking
It was
voice.
an accident.
I don't know, and they just fucking press it. Jay would be the type that he would, if he got pressed hard enough, he would fold for a crime he didn't even commit. Like, okay, I did it. Just to fucking get, there
were a couple key moments. So that one falling over, great. Am I going to go back next year? Definitely. Is Mad Hatter going to host me? Probably not. And then with Mega J fainting is because Mondo, those pieces of shit, as much as we praised them a minute ago, let me rewind and remember, I fucking hate them. They said this is their favorite YouTuber, and I was like, well, that's obviously me. Could be near based on the things Attack Peter has stated publicly. And then they call Mega J Retro. And then he comes up on stage and they give him, well, this isn't even available. Here's a Manny Faces. And it's like, whoa, oh my gosh, this is crazy. You have a pre-production Manny Faces. And then he's like, but that's not all. And he takes his head off. And it's like, here's your head sculpt, painted, fully printed and painted. They look like you. Yeah. And that's when he was like, he literally like fell and people were like holding him up because he just like couldn't handle the incredible.
Mega J is also very over dramatic. So like,
it was probably like you and I would pretend to do that. But people would be like, oh, you faked it. But then they were like, but we also have 2 more heads because they were printed the wrong size. So he's got 3 head sculpts that look like him, 1 on a Manny Faces. But what does that say about him? I don't know. That he is a man of many faces?
Yeah, I don't know. But, it's weird. You were the favorite, but you didn't get the thing. It's okay. He's saying it was all Tommy. Well, but I'm Tommy's favorite too, according to him. Tommy.
Tommy would have handed you that Manny Faces, and you'd be like, great. And then he takes it back and literally breaks it in front of you.
Yeah. Tommy likes to break toys, I found out. I found out from not only seeing it, but also Bobby Fulkerson was like, Tom likes to break toys. But Tom, maybe you fucking print something out for your guy. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like, there's a lot of things that were exposed there's a lot of things that are exposed about Jay. We exposed that Ryan Dole's a phony who fucking challenges and then he doesn't show up. Ryan, it's okay if you can separate from your fucking crew for 5 fucking minutes. Okay. They don't have to walk together in sequence all the fucking time. You see, John and I, we separate all the time on the floor. All right. In fact, as soon as we got on the floor, John and I were like, can we not see each other for like who enjoys
Let's be real though. You are saying can we, and it was a whole lot of me following you around like a lost puppy.
That's true. There's so many times I tried to get rid of John.
Hey John, I'm gonna record this booth, and I'm like,
yeah,
what am I gonna do?
I know.
Just record it yourself. And I'm like,
Ralph said that you have little brother energy.
Yeah. Okay.
No, where I was trying to like, you know how many times I said, "Hey John, I got to go take a shit," and then I just I just abandoned John and what to do. That was fucking great. Oh, but anyway, yeah, I'm just saying, sometimes actions speak louder than words. Somebody's your favorite, but then the other guy gets the favorite. I'm just saying. But yeah, Jay's panel, Jay's thing was great. Everybody moving forward. Yeah, Quip, they're like gazelles. They're just always together. It's like the craziest thing.
Oh, look.
It's like it's separate. It's all right. Big sculpt Viper Tommy right here. He tried to guilt me. Tommy, you gotta. I already told Tommy I would hook him up, but it doesn't matter because Tommy probably gets a cut of all of those fucking Motu Storm collectible type thing. I don't know what they're called, Motu verse, whatever. Sorry, I know I'm saying the wrong term. He probably gets a cut of that anyway. So I'm paying. I'll be paying for that. The other thing that hurt my feelings too is I guess Tommy lived 5 minutes away from me when I was in LA. He never mentioned it. He's a big shot. Another dude. Here's the thing. I meet more big shots, and these guys don't secretly know that I'm kind of a big shot too. But these guys big shot me. Like I'm getting big shot. I get big shotted by Tommy. I get big shotted by Dole. I got big shot by you. You big shotted me a lot, and I'm like a humble creator guy.
Yeah.
I got big shotted by the creator panel, the indie creator panel that didn't fucking invite me on their thing. You don't invite the fucking the Maverick. What the fuck is the matter with you?
You're dangerous.
Too dangerous.
Yeah.
But I had a great time. Anyway, the wrap up is I had a great time, even with all these characters, this fucking motley crew, and then Peter's wife like trashing me as soon as I come in. I was trying to kind of put out a vibe. That's why I came in. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be kind of like mysterious hoodie vibe, and immediately, hey, stupid, what are you trying to rob the place? And then, oh god, and then like, and it's a woman that calls me out, so that's worse. You know what I mean? It's like if a woman is trashing your look, that's worse. Like guys are guys, but like, so I had to take. I did this, John. I was like, no, my ears are cold. You know what I mean? But really, I was trying to put out a vibe.
Yeah, it wasn't a good vibe, as we've learned. Kairos, no, that's not really the most I've ever done with Transformers are those blockies, the little cute blockies. I might try some more of their stuff, but I did see. I don't know if this is the same stuff. But this morning I was looking at Bombus B, and there were a lot of new Transformers. There was a Megazord on there. There was what's the one with the cats? Why am I blanking? Cats.
Thundercats?
No, robot cats.
Robot cats.
Formed the Zord.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
But Tommy, you got to print it. I want Tommy's print.
I've never been sculpted.
I want
someone to sculpt me. I want it to feel like a.
No, but Tommy's my guy. You got to find another guy.
Brandon.
But Brandon's my guy.
Oh fuck! Thank you, Bill Davis. And Impossible.
Hold on. You had an interview with Alex Brewer.
Everybody knows it's Voltron except for me. But wouldn't it be great if it was Samurai Pizza Cats the whole time?
Oh my God, Samurai! Is somebody making Samurai Pizza Cats? Probably Mondo is.
Whoa, your internet just shit itself.
No, he did. I loved that sculpt, but but Jay has a print of it. I don't have a print of the sculpt.
Oh yeah, what's that going to do? And then somebody has to paint it. Obviously,
Tommy never. He just all Tommy had to do a big button, and it all says print, and it prints. But he never printed it.
Rude. He would print it.
I like when Tommy
He would
comes
print
on
it, paint it, break it, and then send it to you and be like, "That's how it came out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, John. Any last before I kill you?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
You
no.
had your chance.
There's a weird delay, by the way.
The chat will let us know if it's your internet or mine, because something's going on for sure. I guess that's our cue. See, you just appeared.
Oh my God, your delay is fucking crazy, dude.
It's not mine. It could be mine. Okay. I can't promise it's not mine.
Okay, John. Any last words?
Before I'm dead. No, just watch all our stuff. Come on, we need to.
Yeah, watch our stuff, guys. We really are busting ass here. Obviously, we're doing this coverage. John works real hard on his videos. He doesn't need a promotion. He has 100,000 views. Everybody agrees that I'm underrated because I'm like sub 20,000, but whatever, who cares? It's but we got to get the word out. Get the word out on this live stream. Go to your friends. I'm sure we got a lot of knuckleheads in this chat. Okay, I'm sure that you have knucklehead friends. You just bring them here. Just be like, hey, watch Hatter plus Johnny Accessory chat. Somebody mentioned that. They're like, why don't you call your chat the Mad Hatter Show plus Johnny Accessory? Like I thought that was kind of a good idea.
It's a pretty good idea, but I would have to do it because I set up this whole live stream.
Oh,
so it'd be a really weird thing for me to do. I guess someone said to do it. Buy some soft goods for your thing. Rebel 10 Customs. This is, she can make one specifically for this guy. This I made a little short on my channel if you want to see it. It's a wired all the way through, even the belt's wired. This is technically a jacket for the naked Last Ronin figure, the real big one. The sleeves are a little tight, but it actually works really well. And then the NECA turtle hat, but
that's awesome, dude. I got this one. I got a headless April from Rebel 1 Customs.
Well, why don't you put a little head on it?
Well, I got to find the head, but she makes amazing stuff. So yeah. All right, John. Rap song to get us out of here. Now that John, are we better friends for meeting in person or worse? What do you think?
Only time will tell. Also, look, people need to two things I want to promote. Well, there's a lot of stuff I want to promote from your channel because a lot of our two people things are on your channel. If you want both of us at a booth, it's all on his channel. You're welcome. And then if you want, you record it with my phone too. That's the best part. Watch the "This Is the End" video or whatever it's called, and then watch the Flipboard comic, which maybe you need to update that thumbnail and just do a panel from the comic because that is a must watch.
Yeah, I will. That's John's way of saying, "Hey, stupid, update."
Hey, stupid. Let people know what the video's about.
I had a comic panel next to the. Well, we'll talk about it after. Maybe you have a suggestion. Okay.